afternoon, everyone. I'm Kay Donaldson, the director of the Alabama Bass Trail, and welcome to Wheeler Lake, the fifth and final stop of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division 2023. It's been a great year. I want to say thank you to all the sponsors of the Alabama Bass Trail, the Alabama Bass Trail team, the AnglersChannel.com team, the WOTM TV team that's helped us with live all year, filming our TV show, producing our TV show, and the guys and gals behind the scene that make all of this happen every weekend, in and out. They always go above and beyond their level of customer service. And thank you to the anglers who registered for this event in 18 minutes last August and really set a record for our sellout. So a huge thank you to them. Thank you to the Alabama Bass Trail Board of Directors, and thank you to the City of Decatur, the Decatur-Morgan County Tourism Board for being our host this week. These events just simply could not happen without the help of everyone involved, from the Decatur-Morgan County Convention and Visitors Bureau, our board of directors, and all the anglers and sponsors and everything else. We do have a guest MC today. You've seen him before at Pickwick Lake, Luke Duncan from TH Marine, and he's got all other kind of accolades. He's going to be your MC today. He was out on the water with us today, but Luke, we're going to let you take it away.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I have really thought about it.
You hadn't paid me yet, so you can still back out. All right, this is stop number 5. So 4 events leading up to this, and today is the day we decide everything. Who's going to the championship? Who's going to win Angler of the Year? Who's going to win the overall Angler of the Year for both the North and the South Division? All shakes out today, and what 9 teams are going to the Bassmaster Team Championship with a chance at the Bassmaster Classic. But before we sort it out, we're going to do what we do at every Alabama Bass Trail event. We're going to pay honor to our great nation. So remove your hats as we play the national anthem. So we had 200 teams leave Ingalls Harbor out into the Tennessee River this morning trying to win $10,000. And before we went live with our weigh-in, the team of Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop came in a little early trying to take care of those fish and weighed in 23-23 to take the lead, a stout bag of Wheeler Lake bass. But we've got 199 teams that are going to have something to say about that. Let's get things started here. Stop number 5 presented by Phoenix Boats. Got boat 74, Jeremiah Sparks and Greg Jones. Looks like we got 5 in the bag today. Were those easy to come by?
No, sure wasn't.
It was a tough day out there.
It was for us.
Our Mountain Dew Big Bass right around 5 pounds right now. Going to be $10.98. Trying to make sure all systems go here for our live. $10.98. Where were you guys at coming in the points?
I'm not real sure.
What happened?
A few.
Let's see what we got here. Woo, 24-23. I'll tell you what, that is worth kicking things off early. So Let's hold some of those bad boys up. We're going to weigh one for a Mountain Dew Big Bass. 24 pounds. We got to get the scoop on this. Because I was out on the water today for about half of the day, and it's pretty tough out there overall. So 24 pounds might be hard to beat.
I hope it is.
If it is $10,000 richer here on Wheeler Lake.
I've actually won one ABT, the first one that you follow, and Danny, he wasn't fishing with me then, but he's like, man, I hope we get a $10,000 check in this one.
$10,000 check and trophy and a 517 Big Bass. That is a good bag of fish. Let's get a picture of those, and then let's get a picture. Let's get them turned back and get the scoop on how this went down on Wheeler Lake. Whew.
So they got one dead, their total weight's going to be 23.
Okay.
With the penalty.
So we got a little penalty here, so it's going to be 23-23 officially. Yeah, get in there with that. Great bag of fish. Kenneth said today 22, 23 pounds is capable, and I'm glad I didn't make a bet with him. I'd have lost. Because from what I was seeing out there, 23 pounds was a tall order today. All right, let's hear about it. So, y'all got to go. Oh, no. If we're kicking the weigh-in off early, we're going to get details here. So, obviously, it's almost July. A lot of deep fish to be caught, but you also got the grass coming back in the lake. Where are we sitting? Are we offshore? Are we catching them in the grass? Or are you going to lie to me? What are we going to do?
Nope. It was offshore on a river ledge, had some grass on it, and actually had a tree, I think, lodged on the ledge that actually held the bigger fish. But we caught them on a crankbait and a slow bumping bottom bait.
Now, hang on. You grinned really big when you said slow bumping bottom bait. So that's the one we're not going to give up. Well, then, Alan, I'm not going to talk to you. Danny, what is the slow bumping bottom bait?
Oh, it was soft plastic. Soft plastic.
Again, what was the slow bumping bottom bait? Everybody wants to know. Look, there's all these people gathered around. They're stopping in the middle of the road over this 23 pounds.
We had several soft plastic we caught fish on.
But there's one I want to know what it is.
We had 2 or 3 baits that they would bite, so it was plastic.
We're going to get to talk to y'all again here in a little bit. Change your story before you get back up here, okay? I want the details. Congratulations, Alan Hayes, and Danny Bishop. All right. Well, it's like you're a musician, John. It's like having a really, really, really good opening band, and then the headlining act's terrible. Nobody wants to follow that today. Nobody wants to follow that today. And then the crowd goes home. Yeah. It's like following the Allman Brothers. Nobody wants to do that. Boat 50, another 5-fish limit. 673. Not what you were looking for today, but 5 in the boat. I mean, you did your job. They just weren't as big as Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop.
No big fish.
Just no good bites, no missed opportunities or anything?
No. We didn't get to practice this week, so we just went fishing.
Did you have fun, though?
Oh, yeah.
All that matters. We appreciate you fishing with us. The Castleberry, Scott, and Aiden, boat 72, another 5-fish limit, 1076. Did you catch all of those?
Most of them.
Man, he's been pretty rough on you. He does.
Yep. He wears me out every trip.
So are y'all going to have enough points to get into the championship on the student side? I say you got the like 15 student teams go.
There's a chance then.
You're saying there's a chance. That's what we're telling you. 1097. Good job. Boat 22, Kent Keys, David Campbell, 5 in the bag. Lots of limits coming across. 1173. Tough day.
Yep. Barely had 5 bites.
How we catch them?
In the grass.
In the grass. Big worm, cranking, chatterbait.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. You sneaky. 5 bites all day long. Got the Paytons, boat 18. Harry Payton and Harry Payton the second, another 5-fish limit. Good bag of fish right here. Let's see what we're going to have. 1233. It's a good bag of fish. I feel like we're going to have a lot of those 9s and 10s, and that 12-pound can separate you.
Yeah, pretty disappointing day. Could have been better. Had two, just didn't get top water and had one jump off. That was pretty good. But, yeah, it was tough out there.
Did y'all stay in the Decatur area? Did y'all run to the lower end of the lake?
We did a lot of running. We went lower, then we went up, and then came back down here to some shell beds, and just couldn't get on them.
So you're going to need to take that Phoenix right to the gas station is what you're telling me.
Exactly. I burned the whole tank pretty much.
Well, good job. Thank y'all for fishing with us.
We've had a good season, and we've progressed every year. I want to thank Mercury and Phoenix. Did a good job today on the water, handling pretty good. And thank Four Seasons Heating and Cooling for helping us out.
All right, got to get those sponsors in there. Thank y'all for fishing with us. The Calverts, boat 15, just so happened to be just hanging around in those points a little bit. 995, not the day I know you guys were looking for and that we're used to seeing from you. Tough out there on the Tennessee River.
It was. We was hoping for a, 14, 15-pound day. Not really looking to win, but we wanted a shot at the AOI, and just didn't happen. That's all there is to it.
Any missed opportunities out there today?
Not at all. We didn't get many bites, and the ones we got, we boated them.
Just a tough day. Well, we appreciate you fishing with us. Y'all have absolutely crushed it all year long. That is for sure. They were 1 point out of that Angler of the Year lead right there coming into today. We got Derek Coughlin and Jeffrey Cavillion. Did I mess that up? Dadgummit, I promised you I would get it right this time. Robbie texted me how to say it, and he messed me up. He sent me a video of how to say your name. We got 761. So not the limit you're looking for, and I butchered your name.
No, absolutely not. We caught fish all day, just no size to them. So,
Did y'all stay in this area up here?
no, we ran all the way up the Elk and caught them in lily pads and then flip timber all day.
You had fun anyways. That's a fun way to catch them.
It's fun, but it lasted for about 35 minutes.
And then you drank a lot of Gatorade after that, I'm sure. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Sorry once again that I butchered your name. Roy Morgan, Larry Freeman, boat 12, 4 fish in the bag, 539. 23's leading. We're not even going to talk about what you called. What's your favorite kind of ice cream that you're going to have after that?
Chocolate.
All right, chocolate ice cream right here. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Sounds pretty good on a 90-degree day, John.
It does. That sounds really good.
I'm not going to ask you what your favorite kind is. We got a lot of time here. We'll get to that. Boat 11, Grant Garner and Anthony Land, 5 fish in the boat. 1275 is a good bag of fish.
We're pleased with it for 7 bites all day. So,
Kind of a grind out there. We're seeing that. Did you catch them shallow or deep?
shallow on the river. It was not deep, but
Grass or shell bed stumps?
yeah, outside the grass, on the outside of the grass line. So,
Carolina Rick?
a little bit and a jig, yeah.
We saw a little bit of everything out there. Carolina rigs were definitely getting drug around. Good job. Thank y'all so much for fishing with us. 1275 right there. I do think that's where you're going to separate yourself. We're going to see a lot of 10-pound bags. Here comes another good bag. 5 in the bag for Ron Cameron and Stephen Wood, boat number 6. 14-17. That's going to have you in the top 5 right now early in this weigh-in. How many bites did we get today?
We've caught a bunch of fish. 40 fish all day. Yeah.
Will you take me tomorrow? Because that sounds like a good time.
It was fun. We caught them all day. It was fun.
Shallow, deep. We're in the grass. What were we doing?
Mostly ledge fishing.
Yeah, ledges.
Started off junk fishing for a small limit and finished it out on a ledge.
How deep are we talking?
15 feet maybe. 15, 20 feet.
Sounds like a good day, man. Good bag, 14 pounds. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Solid bag of fish. Boat number 23, Adam Bain and Chris Colley, 5 fish in the boat. 871. Don't you hate having to follow a good bag of fish?
Yeah, but the good thing is there's one right behind me. So,
Short-term memory. That's what you got to have in the sport of bass fishing. Where were you at in the points coming into this?
I think we were like 12th. We needed a pretty good finish in this one to move to the top 9. We already qualified for the championship through the South, so we really have nothing but the top 9 to gain out of this one.
Swinging for that top 9. Tough event, but thank you for fishing with us.
Thank you.
That top 9 going to that Bassmaster Championship. All right, we got a good bag. Lake and O'Neill. John Kelly, boat number 10. 5 in the bag, 1627. Let's hold some of those up for a picture, and then we'll get the details. Get those suckers back into Wheeler Lake. 1627. 16-27. That's going to take over second place, boys. Ooh, pretty smallmouth, too. All over the place. Right here, you got Laura Ann with the big hat under the tent. Get all of them. Hold them all up. That joker looks like me. Short and fat. 16-27 is going to have them in second place for Lake and O'Neill and John Kelly. All right, I need some details. How are we catching them?
Carolina rig and shaky head, 18 to 30 foot deep.
Deep, deep, deep. So fish care, obviously not an issue for you guys. You got to worry about that when you're fishing that deep. Is anything that you do to take precautions to take care of those that you can share with the folks this time of year in this hot water catching them that deep?
I just put ice in it, and then I take 2 liters and freeze them, and then put them in the live wells and use G-juice.
Good. Well, good job taking care of them, getting them in the boat, and that's going to hold up for a really good finish. 16-27. Lake and O'Neill and John Kelly. Jaron Ware, Shane Amerson, boat 14, 10, 52. It's a good back. Where were we at in the points?
I think 62. I believe it was a 62.
That ought to slide you right there into that Weiss Lake Championship. You got a lot of experience on Weiss?
0.
Hey, no time like the present to learn it. Good luck to y'all. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. One of those Wheeler Lake 10-pound bags there. It didn't look like we were going to see many of those during live when we were out there running around the flats this morning, but fish have turned on. Boat number 24, Lisa Johnson, Abby Andrade, 5 for 861. Did you have fun out there today?
I had a lot of fun out there. We got all our limit at 6:30, and then the bite just kind of stopped at 10:30.
When you get that foundation laid, though, you fish a lot differently the rest of the day, right? You get that quick limit in the boat?
Oh, yes, sir. I only had to use one rod the whole entire day. It was a swim bait day.
Really?
I was throwing that Havoc, 3.5. I think it was a watermelon color, and that was working for me all day.
That's awesome. The swim bait bite's always fun. Thank y'all so much for fishing with us. Good job today. Here we go. Zach Lemon, Casey Walker, no strangers to catching them on Wheeler Lake. That is for sure. 15.99. I saw y'all scooting around over there on those flats today. Imagine that. I was not shocked when I saw that. So get a lot of bites out there today?
Yeah, we got a bunch of bites. It was hit and miss. Catch 3 or 4 in a row, then hour go by, catch 2 or 3. So something like that.
Now, y'all got a lot of experience up here. How good is it to see our lake coming back like it is in the last couple of years? You know, we went through some hard times with no grass. Now we got vegetation. I know we don't have as much as we did last year, but it's great to see the flats as alive as they were today.
Yeah, it's very good. You can win a tournament in them flats anywhere right now. Any spot out there's got them.
That's so good. Fish population's really good. We've had a lot of good spawns. One thing's for sure, y'all going to have a great finish today. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Good job. Got one of these rascals right here won the inaugural Alabama Bass Trail event over on Lake Gunnersville way back when. Boat 28, Brandon Staggs, and Rodney Long, 5 in the bag. Let's see what they're going to weigh. You got 30 pounds?
Shoot, no.
All right, I'm just making sure. I can go lean on it if you want me to. 12.06.
Tough day.
Did we go up or down today?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
We traveled everywhere.
Burned a lot of gas. Y'all get a lot of bites?
Not a lot.
Now, I know you feel like that you didn't fish any shallower than like 25 feet deep all day.
No, we didn't.
I figured that was the case. Good job, boys. Brandon Staggs. Boat number 2, Lee Hurley, Chris Myers, 5 in the bag. A lot of limits coming in. 903. Just shy of that 23 pounds. That's right. That's leading. But, hey, you did your job. You went out and you got a limit in the boat, and I'm sure you had a good time doing it.
I guess you could say it was a good time. I'm ready to go home.
A little bit of a grind. We'll let y'all get on with it. Appreciate y'all fishing with us. Boat number 5, Jay Kendrick. Chuck Hughes, 5 in the bag. 10.44. Jay Kendrick. There was 5 in there, right?
5 little ones in the bag.
Just making sure one of those Wheeler Lake 10-pound limits, they're showing out today. Thank y'all. 23-23 leading Allen Hayes, Danny Bishop. They weighed in early. We got 1627 in second, 1599 in third place. Casey Walker and Zach Lemon. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett, 5 in the bag. A good bag of fish, and I'm hearing we got a good one in the sack as well. 1773.
I'm not going to complain about it.
Not today, that's for sure. You better not. With points on the line and with money on the line, that is for sure. Let's see what this big fish going up for the Mountain Dew Big Bass. That's a good one right there. Let's see. New leader on the Mountain Dew Big Bass side of things, 537. What'd that big girl come on?
Drop shot, actually. Believe it or not, yep. Drop shot.
What were you drop shotting?
Just a robo worm. Basically, most of our fish came on finesse. We were finesse fishing all day. We only had one topwater fish out of the 5 there. So it's pretty tough for us in practice, so that's where we decided to go with. So we
drop shot deep, or were you drop shotting around the grass and stumps on the flats here?
Just a hard grass line on the outside of the river edge. Yep.
Well, it got it done, 17 pounds. Let's get a picture. Take over second place, Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett, drop shot around the shallow grass. A buddy of mine said the other day, the only thing bass bite anymore is a drop shot. If you keep up with some of the pro tournaments, it looks like that's all that's ever going on anymore is a drop shot.
That's why I sold my boat.
That's why you got rid of your boat? John is not a drop shotter. He just admitted it. I will drop shot all day long for 1773. Second place. Look right here, Laura Ann. Good bag of fish there. And then right here to Jason. That was a good catch. Coming up next, we got boat 29, Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green. Whoo, that looked like a Terry Tucker bag of fish right there. Come up here, 5. Yeah, that's definitely that's what we're used to seeing right there. 1707 for Terry Tucker, Jeremy Green coming into Pickwick. You're way up there in those points, and then Pickwick bit you a little bit, but y'all bit back here on the Tennessee River this week.
Well, Pickwick just didn't play out like it's supposed to. It was supposed to, but it didn't, okay? Today it did.
Now, I know you like to be up there in the dirt. That's what you guys like to do. Is that what we were doing here, up shallow?
Every fish we caught today was less than a foot deep.
Swimming a jig?
No, he's actually flipping.
Flipping. Let's get a picture of those fish. Terry Tucker, Jeremy Green, third place, 1707. Great bag of fish. I feel like Terry Tucker has been in a lot of weigh-ins where people say, great bag of fish for Terry Tucker. That's like a whole repeat. Go right here for 1. He's got a resume longer than this trailer. We don't have enough time to right here to Jason. Yeah, we don't have enough time in the weigh-in to name off Terry's accolades. Good job, guys. That's right. You did that too. Terry Tucker. He's got some experience over there on Weiss Lake. Boat 26, Andy Kilgore and Daniel Law. Good bag of fish. 1328. It's a great bag of fish. We're seeing a lot of 9s and 10s and 11s, but that is definitely going to separate you from the pack from what we're seeing so far.
It took all day to get them. We stayed on the flats all day throwing a Carolina rig, and it took all day.
Low and slow, but it got it done. 13 pounds. Great job today on a stingy Wheeler Lake. Another 5-fish limit coming up for Waylon Mullis and Jeff Fansler, both 33. 888. I don't think you could have done that again if you tried. Right on the money. I'm just glad it wasn't 666, or we might have to leave the stage.
That's right. Yep.
Tough day?
Yes. Yeah.
Did y'all lose any fish, or was that?
Yeah, we lost two good ones. Yep.
Are you mad at them?
No.
You're not mad at the ones you lost?
No.
I'm mad at them for you. They tick me off. I like seeing those big ones. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Boat 45, Britt Perry, Chris Hargrove, another limit, 1406. Great bag of fish. Yeah, let's get some pictures of those. Show them off to Jason right here. And Laura Ann under the tent. 14 pounds. Chris Hargrove, Britt Perry. Going to have them in the top 10 right now. I think we're going to see what's starting to look like a lot of 10-pound bags, 11-pound bags, so that anything over 12, 13 pounds is definitely going to separate you from the crowd. Bob Power, Ryan Trammell, boat 42. Another limit coming in. That's a good bag of fish. How are y'all? Good bag of fish. There we go. What's 13-pound stringer's going to separate you from the crowd right here?
That's what the dead one, too. That hurts. Yeah.
Got a little bit of a fish care penalty.
We had him going this morning. He was on fire, and we caught 5 in 25 minutes and then culled up by ounces all day. Probably had 18 keepers all day.
That's a good day on Wheeler Lake. A lot of bites. So you were on fire. He was no help.
He was a good net, man.
Hey, it's a team event. That's all that matters. If he's netting them and you're catching them, it's all good. Great job, guys. 13 pounds. Travis Smith, Darrell Lester, 5 in the bag for 531. Step right over here. Let's talk about something other than fish, because it's a frustrating day. 5 for 5 pounds. We've all been there. What was your snack of choice today? Let's talk about that. That's really what the people are here for.
Slim Jims.
Slim Jims?
Slim Jims and Diet Mountain Dew.
Got to get those sponsors in. Diet Mountain Dew, supporting Alabama Bass Trail. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Shannon Briggs, Barry Hubbard, boat 34, 5 in the bag. Looking like 10, 11. Not the bag you wanted, but good limit on a tough day.
Yeah, good limit on a tough day. It was tough on us. Caught a bunch of fish, but just couldn't get a big bite.
Just needed that 4 or 5 pound fish.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much for fishing with us. Sam Moody, Ray Battles Jr., boat 36. Sam, you fished this place, what, once or twice? Once or twice over the year?
Yeah, once or twice.
What are we looking like today? 11:45. Seeing a lot of those 10 and 11 pound bags. It's good to see on this lake.
Yeah, but we sure are proud just to have it. We did not put a bass in a boat yesterday, not one, and we fished all day. And then today at 7:14 we had a limit.
You were glad to have those, weren't you, after a rough practice day? Thank y'all so much for fishing with us. Sam Moody, Ray Battles. Boat 35, Allen and Tim McCoy, 5 in the bag. 951. A lot of limits coming in. Did you ever have an opportunity to upgrade?
No. Caught the biggest one in the bag there about 30 minutes before it came to scale.
That's why you got to fish to the last minute, though, right?
Frog bite, too.
Hey, catching them on a frog is never a bad thing. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Thank you so much. Get your slip right down here. I recognize this guy coming up here. We got James DeMoss and Nathan Brewer. Great bag of fish, 1741. Going to move them into third place. Let's hold some bass up and then let's talk about it. We got to get pictures of those bad boys. Here we go. 1741 for James and Nathan Brewer. Nathan's the fill-in today. I believe Mr. Fuller's out. Walk right here. We're going to show them off right here. Listen, when Nathan was on live this morning and I could just hear him, I couldn't see him, and he was saying, we got little ones. I was like, I know better than that. You got to understand, though, little to Nathan is 17 pounds. He's more like a 28-pound guy. Yeah. When 17's little on Wheeler Lake, you know you're Nathan Brewer, I feel like. Let's talk about it. It's going to move y'all into third place.
Jig, Carolina rig. Caught a couple on a little old shaky worm, a little old worm.
You don't have time for that, though. You were just jig Carolina rig, I feel like, and you brought up the finesse stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like a Magnum trick worm.
On a mag shaky head, that's not because you wouldn't let a spinning rod in your boat.
No, Hunter's got all them up north.
So, get a lot of bites today, or y'all just have to kind of grind it out on a couple spots to get what you got?
We had a flurry this morning early. Just caught them pretty good, and then went kind of slow, and then right there at the end of the day, we had another flurry.
It's a great bag of fish. I feel like we're going to talk to y'all again here in just a little bit. 1741. All right, the Halls, Eugene Hall, Patrick Hall, 5 in the bag. 757.
Last one.
Hey, better than a sharp stick to the eye is what I say.
Yep.
Did y'all get a lot of bites today out there?
I probably caught 15. Caught every one of them on a jerkbait.
That's a good time. A really good time. Thank y'all for fishing with us.
We're going to try a big fish on this stuff, too.
Tracy Robinson and Dustin Robinson, both 30. I hear we got a big one. We don't have a big one. Is John lying to me? 13-12, and we're going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass?
No, thank you.
Not going to? What is it right now? 537, I believe. 537. We'll weigh it. Just in case. What if he, gained some weight?
He's a 470.
470? 466. You weren't far off. That's a good bag of fish, though, on a tough day. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Good job. Oh, we got a door prize right there. Rod and reel combo. A loose rod and reel combo. Oh, here we go. Get over here and get some pictures with the gear right here. Listen, if you see my two kids out there and they try to trade y'all anything for those or buy them, don't do it. All right, because they're roaming around out there. And I feel like they see rod and reels, they're going to go to cutting deals. Cole Wade and Donnie Wade, both 39. Good bag of fish here. 1340. You know what? Miss Kay's handing out rod and reels, and I apologize. We don't have any extras. 1340, good bag of fish. I wish I had some to give away. And like Jamie Smith and Michael Raines coming up. We started my day with you on live this morning. Watched you guys catch 3 or 4 really quick. 1275. Just weren't able to upgrade after we left.
No, I don't know. We've been catching fish all week on the spinnerbait early, and this morning it was just like, we're not biting that. So we had to pick up a worm in a Carolina rig to catch what we caught today, but we're blessed to have it. We're sitting in 38th in points, so hopefully that'll be enough to get us to Weiss.
Yeah, that'll get you to Weiss. Going to move you up a little bit too, I would say. Yeah, I saw you slinging that spinnerbait this morning out there, and then you both went to dragging pretty quick.
Yeah, it was just slow. I don't know what the deal was, but they just wasn't chasing early like they have been. So it's tournament day, so it's going to change.
They're always liars on tournament day, I feel like. Great job, as always. Smith and Raines always catching them. Clifton Bates, Daniel Heidegger. Did I say that right? Please tell me I did. Dadgum, I nailed it. 899. Almost 9 pounds right on the nose. Tough day?
Tough day. Long day. We ran all the way to the other end of the lake just to get 9 pounds.
Burn some gas to get 9 pounds. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Here, event 5. We've got one we're going to try for Mountain Dew Big Bass. For Dylan Merritt and Lindsey Merritt, boat 37, 1148 total. 537 is that big bass. Do we got that?
No, we're just weighing because the weights are tight. We've actually tied before, so.
I understand that. Where were y'all at in the points coming in?
We were doing decent in the couples, so we needed today. It was a pretty good finish after a bad tournament at Pickwick, so today was good.
Solid day with 11 pounds, 324 just in case we got to go to that tiebreaker. Get y'all to Weiss Lake. Great job.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate y'all fishing with us. Got boat 38 coming up next. The Gibsons, Jake and Michael Gibson. Another 5-fish limit. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot today all of a sudden. And this morning, I didn't think that was going to be the case when we were doing live.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of fish caught. We just, small ones for us.
968 for the Gibsons. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Of course, 23-23 on top. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop weighed in early to kick things off with a bang. Damian Willis, Tyler Cocker, 3rd place in the points coming in. Now, I saw you guys early, and you had 0, and then you passed me, and I look, and you got the net, and y'all were, like, doubling up. So I like to – whatever you caught, I'm taking credit for because I feel like I was a good luck charm.
You rough-talked us. That's what – you rough-talked us.
Just right into it. I said, really? 0? Yeah. Because Miss K said, go find them, and I did, and you said 0.
I did. We didn't have nothing.
Shamed you right into catching 1274. It's a good bag of fish. Consistency is key in the points. Got to get in that top 9 to go to that Bassmaster Team Championship.
Yeah, I don't really care about that as much as I do Angler of the Year, but I think that's gone, so.
It's going to be tight. 1274 is going to keep you around, though, for sure. Good job. Way to fight back after a tough start. Shane Mears and James Mears, boat 65. Good bag of fish here. 1550 on a tough day. We're seeing a lot of those 8s and 9s. That 15 is going to separate you from the crowd for sure.
I let one get off over 6 pounds easy. And
We don't like to hear that up here.
me neither. I was heartbroken, and then we ended up catching them. I'm talking really catching them, a bunch.
So was it an early deal or a late deal?
Late.
You needed a couple more hours to really show out then.
Maybe. They got bigger.
You going to go back after the weigh-in?
No, I got to go. I'm going home, go to Florida.
I was going to say, if you want to go back, I'll pay your gas because that sounds really fun. $15.50. Want to get a picture of those? Yeah, let's get a picture of a couple of those bigger ones. Show them off right here. Boat 44, the Tomlins, Greg and Jeremy, 9th place in the Angler of the Year race. Show them right there to Laura Ann. The Tomlins in 9th coming in. The Bubble Boys for that Bassmaster Team Championship. I got a bone to pick with y'all. Yeah, I do. We got 5 in the bag. When I saw y'all, we were talking, and the next thing I know, the trollometer was on high, and y'all said the heck with Luke Duncan, and y'all went the other way. We're trying to film you on live. I couldn't even keep up. Y'all were fishing so fast.
We was trying to catch one.
We saw you catch one right when we pulled up, 11.72. Y'all were out there on the flats and just never could upgrade from what we saw.
We caught a ton of fish. We just couldn't catch any big ones. So, I don't know.
What's your overall feeling? You think that's going to keep you in that top 9?
No, I think that's going to bump us out. So,
fingers crossed for y'all. We're holding on for that Bassmaster Championship. Thank y'all for fishing with us. The Tomlins, Ben Lakey, Jordan McGehee, boat 57, another limit, 12.33. How are you, buddy?
Good.
How many did you catch today?
I didn't catch 9.
that was saying I didn't catch none. You better take him fishing, Dad.
He goes all the time.
Tough day overall?
We caught a lot of fish. 2-something's the biggest fish we caught, though. We just had a bunch of 2-pounders.
It's a solid bag at 12 pounds. Going to be right there in the mix for sure for that top 40. Appreciate y'all fishing with us. Jonathan Skinner and Timothy Keith, boat 69, 3 in the bag. 8:04. Ready to get to the house.
Ready to get to the house.
Air conditioning calling your name.
That's right.
I understand. We appreciate you fishing with us. This Angler of the Year race is going to get interesting. It is going to get interesting. It was tight coming in. Only 44 points separated first from 9th. Boat 62, Billy Terrell, Justin Anglin, 5 for 908, just shy of 10 pounds.
Yep, same as everybody else. We caught them early and then could never get anything of quality to cull any of them. So caught them all day. It was a fun day, but couldn't catch anything of size.
Just no size. It makes for a long day, though, in the summertime when you catch them early and then you just get to sit there and bake like a turkey.
You got that right.
Got a little warm out there. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Boat 86, Brian Shook, Thomas Shelton, 5 for 14-18. Good bag of fish.
Yeah, I was running solo, so I'll take it today.
All by yourself, so you can't blame anybody for missing one with a net or anything like that.
No, I fish clean. I will say this is my 3rd year fishing the ABT, and if this cuts a check, this will be my 5th check this year. In the last 3 years, I'd only gotten 1. Biggest difference, MMA fishing, if you get on pro staff with them, not only do you get the deals on the rods and stuff, but we've got guides and all kind of guys to help. Everything I ran today, my buddy Matt called me on Wednesday, told me what the deal was. I ran it, and sure enough, 14-something. So y'all check out MMAfishing.com.
It's like a community. That's a good thing. Working with people you can trust. Boat 100, Jason Holloway, Jeremy Barnett, 5 for 13.22. It's a good bag.
That's the best one we had all year.
Hey, save the best for last right here. Event number 5.
I just want to say thank you, God.
Hey, I like it. 13.22, saving the best for last. Jamie Starnes and Ricky Fowler, both 58. Looking like 5 for 9.79. Just never could upgrade above that.
A long, hot day.
Long, hot day, ready for a cold drink.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for fishing with us.
I do not. We got 7 pounds. Minus 50.
Minus 50. Yeah, that's from all your penalties. We'll talk about that in a second. Josh Butts, Stephen McAvoy. You said you had 7 pounds. You're not truthful. 11.92.
Those are really skinny fish.
But we ran that Nitro Mercury all up and down this lake. Let me tell you something. But I do want to say thanks, Kay. Thanks all ABT. It's been a great year.
Can you thank me?
I want to thank you too, Luke.
Thank you, Butts.
And I want to thank
Thank Jason too.
Thank you, Jason. Oh,
better thank your girlfriend.
Thank you, Lauren. And I got a really refreshing cold Bud Light. Or no.
Well, Josh, that's all for Josh.
Nope. I'm sorry about that. It was actually Busch Light. They both start with a B. And I want to thank Laura Ann for also getting me some new tires on my feet.
Thank you. Got some new shoes.
I got some new tires, and St. Lawrence bound. Here we go tomorrow. So we're good.
Going smallmouth fishing. Josh Butts. Josh Butts, y'all don't judge him over his beverage choices. Boat 56, Chris Swindle, Paul Ernest. I don't know how to follow that. 7:15. Let's talk about anything but Bud Light.
I have nothing to say, buddy.
Yeah, listen, Josh is a hard act to follow.
Follow that.
We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Josh Butts, always a showstopper. That's for sure. Ethan Franklin, Hunter McCarty. We're just up here losing sponsors. There's all kind of stuff going on today. I'll never get to come back. Boat 5 in the bag, 11:57. Sorry. We blame Josh Butts. Do you know Josh Butts?
Yeah. Fishing with him in college. There he is.
Slap him when you get off stage. He derailed the entire way in. Good job today, guys. 11:57. The Blackwoods, Brandon Blackwood and Clint Blackwood, 105. Got 5 fish today. 10:31. It's a good bag of fish.
It's more than I expected. Super tough out there. We went out, struggled in practice, went and run everything we had a bite on, and got lucky and got 5, and actually caught a couple times today. That was unexpected.
Listen, little victories after tough practices. Did I have a friend? There's mayflies everywhere. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for looking out. Robert Eret, Mike Russell. Boat 66, 1090. What do y'all want to talk about? Let's just pick something. You pick mayflies? How do you think they taste? Because the bass seem to like them, I think. You ate a mayfly?
I let him drive this morning. Unfortunately, I ate him.
You ate plenty. When we took off from Ingalls this morning, it was just a black cloud. It looked like a plague out there. So I'm sorry for anybody that had to ride in the passenger seat of a boat going 70.
When you're riding in the passenger seat of your own boat.
Hey, I don't even want to know. That sounds like y'all worked out some kind of crazy deal. The Anais, Fisher and I, and Ryan and I, just Fisher, 962. Where's Pop?
He's about ready to go home, and I ain't far behind him. This place sucks, and I don't know what else to do. We tried everything from grass fishing to ledge fishing to top water. I don't know. We just tried everything, and it didn't work. So you can't win all of them, so we'll just move on, put it behind us, and keep going.
Can you blame him publicly? I'd just say my dad just didn't put me around fish today, and he just didn't charge the batteries, and he tied bad knot. I don't know. I'd do something.
Yeah. I mean, we were around fish. They just didn't fire for us this morning. We had an offshore school. I mean, they were deep. No one found them, and we caught a 5 out of them in practice, and they never fired today. We sat on them for half our day, and it wasted our time.
Tough break. Good job, though, 962. Jim Barnett, Scott Russell, 5 in the bag for 1059.
That's what we have.
That's it. On to the next one. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. The Herds, Danny and Fisher Herd. Another limit for the Herd boys. Like 9, 12. Did y'all catch a lot of fish today?
Oh, yeah, we caught a bunch of fish, just no size, about normal.
Just head too close to their tail, right? That same old story.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. This whole year's been like this year.
On to the next one, right?
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Jake Robertson, Caleb Swain. Another limit. And alive. They're good and alive. Y'all took good care of these fish. They're being contrary over here. They won't settle down. It jumped to 17. 13-20. You're like, hey, press pause on that. 13-20. Did y'all fish shallow or deep today?
We did it all. Yeah, I mean that wheel fly hatch going on, you got to go check them shallow. So we caught them on everything we tied on pretty much.
Sounds like a fun day then. 13-20. Great job. Thank y'all. 23-23 in the lead. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop. And the Mountain Dew Big Bass currently 5:37, Corey McMullen and Chris Duckett. So we got boat 52 coming up. Mike Young, Mel Kennedy. Great bag, 14-14.
All right, well, we caught them early, went through a lull, and found some at the end, and didn't execute on one that would have helped.
So who failed in execution? That's what we try to sort that out. I'm like Judge Judy.
That would be me.
Okay, so what were we doing to catch 14-14 today?
Early this morning, top water, and then we started catching them on Cinco, and at the end of the day, caught them on a frog.
That doesn't sound like a bad day at all. 14-14, some top water action. Thank y'all for fishing with us. 14-14, just outside of that top 10 right now. Boat 73, Charlie Craycraft, Ben Miller, 4 fish for 737. Just never could get the 5th one.
No, we had it. We just let it go a couple times.
Just decided not to put it through all this trauma.
Well, we even put it in the boat and then let it go again before it died.
Hey, taking care of your fish, that's what we like to hear. Get them back to the Tennessee River. Gary Thacker, Carter Woodall, 5 fish. Good bag of fish. 15.92. We're going to need to see some of those, I think.
All right.
And then let's see. Great bag of fish, 15.92. Going to have you in 7th place. Gary's hiding down there on the dock. Good bag of fish. Show them right here to the tent. And then right here to Mr. Jason on the end of the stage here. Good job. 15.92. Good bag of fish. Boat 71, Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. Looks like some meat coming up through there. Step right over here, guy. Woo, okay. 20.65 for Sloan Pennington and Walker Brown. And Walker, I just saw you hit him. Did he not think they weighed 20? Was that the deal?
He was thinking 17, so.
Are you glad they weighed 20, Sloan?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong anyway, but this time it works out.
20.65. We're definitely going to want a picture. That's going to put you in 2nd place. You got one that'll beat 5.37 for Mountain Dew Big Bass?
No.
It's all good cookie cutters. Now, I know you boys like to fish deep. Is that where most of those came from, or did y'all stay up here around Decatur?
Yeah, we stayed in Decatur and drug a jig and a worm all day. We caught a lot of fish, so, I mean, this is probably the most enjoyable tournament we've had so far.
That's awesome. That's a great bag of fish. Let's hold them up and get some pictures. We're going to show them here to Laura Ann and then to Jason. Great bag of fish for Sloan Pennington and Walker Brown. They've been on a little bit of a roll. Yeah, for sure. Tennessee River treating them well. 2nd place. 2 bags over 20 now. Thanks to Mr. Brown and Mr. Pennington. All cookie cutters. Great job. Great bag of fish, guys. Boat 89. Preston Henson and Adam Lynn coming up. Another 5 fish limit. Do you have 21 pounds?
No.
Well, I had to ask. You got to follow a 20-pound stringer. Good bag of fish, though. Going to lock in for $13.95. That's a good day on a tough Wheeler Lake today.
Yeah, we'll take it. We had a horrible practice, and we had a dead one, so that hurt us on the weight too. So we'll take it.
Absolutely. Where were you at in the points coming in?
Right there at the bubbles. So hopefully.
That's going to do some good things for you, I think. Great job. Got Roger Stegall and John Swartz. Boat number 90, another limit. Come on over here, Mr. Stegall. 968.
Well, I said we had 9.5 pounds. I didn't miss it much.
You probably don't miss many weight estimates, I would say, on 968. How many limits do you think you've weighed in on the Tennessee River, if you had to guess over the years?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah. So I wish there would have been something like I have weighed in on the Tennessee River. Would have been a lot better than what we had today. But, I mean, we was looking for points, which I don't figure we're going to make it. Guntersville killed us. One fish, you can't make no championship catching one fish.
Hard to do against this bunch. They're so competitive, and they catch them every time. But good news, you got a Yeti cooler. There you go.
How did we do that?
I told Kay to give y'all a Yeti.
Thank you, Kay.
Thank y'all. Roger Stegall. Yeah, it's all my idea. I brought it from home. My wife don't even know I bought it. All right. Do y'all want me to check the computer? Gonna take a little break. We're having a computer issue, and luckily for them, I'm not the IT guy, or it would get worse. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop still on top, 23-23. Of course, Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington, y'all just saw not long ago, 20-65. Great bag of fish. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett with 17-73 in third. James DeMoss, Nathan Brewer, 17-41. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green in fifth with 17-07. Lakin O'Neill and John Kelly, 16-27 in sixth place. Casey Walker and Zach Lemon, 15-99 in seventh. Gary Thacker, Carter Woodall, 15-92 in eighth. Shane Mears and James Mears, 15-50 in ninth place. And rounding out our top 10 right now, Craig Daniel and Jackie Flack with 15-12. And we're going to work on some computer issues, and we will be back in just a minute.
On the Water, live coverage is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, by Strike King, Lew's, by Garmin, and by Alabama State Parks. There's more to come. Stay with us.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends, we truly love the sport of fishing. That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Now, looks like boneless wings are back at Jack's. And people love them so much, there's bound to be a napkin shortage. Juicy, boneless chicken wings in 3 bold, mouth-watering flavors. Try the tangy honey barbecue, that craveable sweet and spicy, or the zesty classic buffalo. What is a shirt anyway, if not one giant napkin?
You'll go back to Jack.
Jack's, all about the South.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
All right, and we're back. I unplugged the wire up here. I think that's what happened. Bowden 93, Brian Johnson, Brandon Gross 5 fish limit for $9.85. Wheeler showing out a little bit. It's a tough day. You hear that a lot, but it's what Kenneth and I were just talking about. The old pond is kicking them out today.
Oh, man, we struggled all day long. I mean, we worked our tail off to even catch that.
So not a lot of bites, just kind of had to grind it out to get $9.85.
That was it, yeah. The place we started on we thought was a lot better than it was, but obviously it wasn't. And it's just a damn grind.
Is that going to get you the championship?
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely be in the championship. I think we were sitting in, what was it, 8th place? 8th place.
Perfect. So it's going to slip a little bit, but not falling up far enough.
Definitely not going to Orlando now.
Well, good job anyways. Great season. That top 9 going to go to that Bassmaster Championship, team championship down in Florida. Jerry Hartline and Robin Vaughn, 1361. Good back.
It's pretty good. I mean, we should have been better. We had 3 decent ones we got this morning, and just couldn't get another couple to go with it. But so that's all right though.
They're kicking them out today, but I think that's going to put you right there where you need to be for a good finish.
Hey, that sounds good to me. We needed it.
Great job. 13 pounds. Seeing a lot of those 13-pound bags. Eric Morris, Randy Talbert. I looked over there and I thought that said 1,000 pounds for a second. I thought you brought a tuna or something up here. No. I was really confused. But knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised if there was just like some sashimi up here or something.
Caught a lot of trash fish in practice. It could have, weighed a paper, but not today. But hey, we grinded and we were in good shape for the championship. But wanted to finish out strong.
Well, good job. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. 11:04 on the day for Eric and Randy. Get them to that Weiss Lake Championship. What's up, brother? Got Chad Hall. Good bag of fish. 1260.
Yeah. Proud of those. Like that other guy said, worked our tail off for that. It was tough.
Listen, we were out there for half the day doing live coverage, and I was not jealous of you guys getting the fish because it was definitely a grind. But the weights is what Kenneth and I were just talking about. The weights are surprising us a little bit, but this bunch tends to show out wherever we go.
Oh, yeah, they're going to catch them every time. I just wanted to say hey to Mr. Wade. It's my girl's grandfather, but he's like my dad, and I just want to say hello to him. I know he's watching.
Give him a shout-out, Mr. Wade. Thank you, Chad Hall. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn. Great bag of fish right here. Going to put them in the top 3, 1865. It's like a David Allen bag of fish. That's what that looks like.
That's exactly what that was.
We catching those offshore. I know that's what you like to do.
Oh, yeah.
1865. Let's get a picture of those. Do we have one that'll beat 537 for the Mountain Dew Big Bass? Great bag of fish. Can put Brian Dowdy and Kyle Llewellyn 3rd place, 1865. Wheeler showing out.
Yeah, great bags today. I'm surprised at how many bags we've got over 20 so far. We may see 4 or 5 bags.
Go right here. Yeah, I think we're going to see another 20-pound bag. And right here, well, Jason ran off. Normally we show him right there to the chair. Great bag of fish. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn. Craig Childers and Nikki Taylor, boat 98, 4 fish. Coming up just a little shy of that limit. Going to have you at $7.99. Where were you at in the points coming into this event?
We was in 120th, so we knew we couldn't go catch just a limit. So we went big fish hunting, and they just didn't bite.
Just came up a little short. Well, we appreciate you fishing with us. Look forward to seeing you next year back on the Alabama Bass Trail. Great schedule in 2024 here in the ABT. Boat 104, Jonathan Weathers and Tim Partridge, 5 fish, 875.
Oh, that's the best we could do.
So I had a principal in school named Jonathan Weathers that I was scared to death of. So every time that name I've had to say it today, I'm like, is he here? Because he stayed after me.
He's in the boat.
Thank y'all for fishing with us. Justin Lane, Luke Mason, boat 177, 720 on the day. Couldn't find that 23-pound bag, but did you have fun out there?
I'd be lying if I said yes.
Or did you at least eat good snacks? That's what I always like to ask everybody, because obviously you take one look at my dad bod, and I'm really good at picking out snacks.
They weren't bad. We just burned through them pretty quick.
Still got a wrap in the co. If you got 2, bring one back up here to me. Oh, boy, trouble on the way. Boat 79, Trey Swindle. Daniel Smith, Trap Dog in the LOB, 1081 today. Well, you told me you were going to have 30 pounds. Did Daniel knock him off with the net?
Actually, that's a kind of a sore subject.
So there's a story. What happened? Let's hear it. We got to have excuses. This is where everything's the last one of the season. This is where you get all the crying out right here.
Okay. Well, long story short, we were live scoping stumps out on the flats, but I seen one, bombed out there and hooked one. I'm like, hey, get the net. It's a big one. Comes up, it's like a 3-pounder, and I'm like, dude, look at that giant smallmouth with it. It's like a 4 or 5 pound smallmouth. It's huge. And Daniel was like, he had the net ready, and he was like, genius idea. I'm gonna grab a rod, try to catch that smallmouth. So I'm sitting right there trying to, like, I'm holding a 3-pounder at the thing, and he turns to get his rod, and it's just sitting there waiting to get netted right there, and it comes off, and he looks up, and I'm just standing there like, he's like, yep, that was my bad. I'm sorry.
I think it was your fault because you pointed out the other fish. You were the pointer on it.
Yeah, you got a good point. I should have known better than that, but hey, it's all right.
I blame you. It's always Trey Swindle's fault. Thank you, boys. Charles Murphy and Tim Burns, 5 for 8, 94. Did your partner miss one with the net because of Trey Swindle?
Yeah.
Blame Trey. He's right there at the end of the stage. Blame Trey. Trey, they're blaming you too. Thank y'all for fishing with us. John Brown, Trey Sorrells, good bag of fish. 1306.
So this is it, huh?
This is it.
Do all the crying?
This is where you do all the crying. This is where it all goes down. Let's hear it.
You better buy everybody a beer right quick because it's going to take a while.
I told Kay I needed a couch up here to be like a therapist so y'all could all get it out. It's the last event of the year, 1306.
No, we did good. We lost 3-pounder right there at the end. Probably would have bumped us up about 15. But, you know, the lake itself, Decatur, we really enjoyed coming here. Everybody had a good time.
Did y'all fish the flats up here in this area? Did y'all run around the lake a little bit or just stay close?
We didn't move for 8 hours, but we were about 5 miles from here.
So burned some batteries down, didn't burn a lot of gas.
That's it.
Great job. 13 pounds on the day. Scott Keelan, Colby Clark, 5 fish. 850. Met up with y'all early. You had that limit pretty quick.
Yeah. After you left, we didn't catch another fish.
Well, don't blame me. Yeah. Blame Trey Swindle. That's who I'll blame for everything. But
yeah, we'll blame him.
Okay. Yeah, I met up with those boys at about 8 o'clock, and they had that limit. So I don't want the blame. Chris Britton, Eric Springer. Looks like a good bag of fish. Great bag of fish. Going to put them in that top. Hang on. Going to be in 10th place with that. 15.59. Great job.
Thank you. That's a little bit more than we thought, but
that's always a pleasant surprise, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get some pictures and then we can talk about it. Get these fish back in Wheeler Lake. 15.59. Going to slide right into the top 10 with that. Into 10th place. It's a solid bag of fish. Did you catch all of them?
No, sir. We caught about the same. He did catch the biggest one. I don't know which one it is.
Right here. That's the same thing. Yeah, net man or on the rod. It don't matter as long as they get in the boat in a team tournament. All that matters. I mean, everybody wants bragging rights with their buddy, but when it comes to getting the checks, it's all the same. Great job.
Great job, Eric.
Boat 114. Larry Guthrie. Chuck Hinton. Another good bag of fish. Wheeler is showing out today. Going to be just shy of the top 10, but 15.42. Great bag.
Yeah, good day.
Catch a lot of fish today?
We caught our fair share. It was Wheeler's on fire.
It really is. You know, it's a case of the haves and have-nots. We've seen a lot of people, man, it's a really tough day, but we've seen a lot of great bags over 12 pounds. That 15 pounds is really going to separate y'all. Did y'all fish shallow or deep today?
Combination of both.
That's one of the beautiful things about the Tennessee River. You can do it all right now and catch fish here in Decatur, Alabama. Great bag of fish, just shy of the top 10. Got boat 116 coming up. Drew Hicks, Wesley Webster, 13.86. Great bag today.
Yeah, a little better than we thought. I didn't think it was quite that good.
I'd always rather be surprised here, you know.
I know. We didn't get to fish everywhere today. We had boat trouble, so that's pretty good for boat trouble, I guess.
Where were you at in the points coming in?
55th.
That's going to have you solid going to Weiss Lake for that championship. Great job. 1386. Delano Green and Delano Green Jr. boat 97 and 977. That's hard to do right there. 97 and 970. I mean, Kay, do we have some kind of prize for that? I feel like boat 97 weighing 977. I feel like yeah. Phoenix boat. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's what it is. New boat.
We'll put a word in with Kay for maybe, I don't know, like a cover for it or something.
That'll work. I'll take anything she want to give.
This is all recorded now, so this is like a binding contract. Thank you, guys. The Woolies. Michael Woolley, Joe Woolley, up there in that top 5. Coming in, and the Angler of the Year. Here we go. 1541. Going to have you right outside the top 10 in the tournament standings. But listen, on a tough day, we've seen a lot of the guys in that top 9 struggle. It's going to be interesting to see how this Angler of the Year deal shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm one of those guys that struggled all day. So we grounded out, caught a couple of good ones right at the end of the day. So
I'm assuming it was offshore for you guys. That's what you like to do. It's what you're known for doing. But am I wrong? Did you fish shallow today?
We stayed shallow all day today.
I think you told me at Pickwick you stayed a little bit shallower than usual, too, and that's blowing my mind.
I know it. Changing it up a little, I guess.
Just never, always keep them guessing, right?
Jason came down early and said he heard they was pulling power, and I said, don't tell him that. I mean, current. I said, we'll be going offshore.
You don't want to do that. Dad doesn't want to do it. Great bag for the Woolies. 4th place, only 8 points out of the lead, too, for Angler of the Year. I think things are going to tighten up this afternoon. Jason Wisenant and Wayne Wisenant. Here we go, 11:46. Jason, tough day.
Yes, it was, but I'll take it.
A lot of bites out there, or just we've heard a mix of both. You know, guys with small weights catching a lot of fish, and guys with big weights catching just 5 fish. So
no, I caught several fish, but the problem I had a little bait that it was working for me. I needed to retie, changed the trailer on it, pitched overside the boat. I had to grab my rod. Gar got it. I ain't had another bite.
Oh no, thank you, sir. That sounds like some Luke Duncan luck. I'll be honest, right there. Check Cleveland Adam Willingham, 4 for 682. What would you like to talk about besides bass fishing? Because at this point of the day, I know you don't want to, because they've been beating you up all day, right?
Ready to get an air conditioner.
Ready to get an AC. I'm here for it. Boat 106 with 5 in the bag. Eddie Jewell and Shane Jewell, 10.99. That's not an Eddie Jewell Wheeler Lake bag right there.
Well, I work too much. I don't have time to practice none. So that's about all we could do. We struggled to do that, but it is what it is.
You fish this lake a lot. These weights are impressive. I don't know if you've been keeping up. I mean, we've seen a lot of bags over 12 pounds today. It's good to see the lake healthy like that.
Yeah, they have destroyed the grass again, looks like, because Monday was pretty good grass, and now it's just slimy stuff. So that's what hurt the flats, I think, today, but it may be one of the flats. So we were out of the championship, but maybe this might put us close. We'll see.
Squeak in. Might be some twisting and turning going on in those standings. Thank y'all for fishing. Boat 113, Joel Mayfield, Tally Mayfield, 4 for 739. Ready for some AC and a cold drink.
And a bed.
And a bed. You got to get up so early for summertime tournaments, don't you? It don't matter. You could sleep in the parking lot of the ramp, still have to get up at like 2:45 for blast off, I feel like.
That's a fact, but we still got to do it, right?
Yeah, we're all addicted, that's for sure. Thank y'all for fishing with us. This is trouble coming right here. Where's your ugly partner at? Why did you leave him at the dock? Oh, okay. Brian Travis, Tim Trockenbot. I'm just going to blame Tim for that. 391 on the day.
Yeah, it's Tim's fault. He brought the wrong partner.
He forgot to charge the batteries. He probably did something wrong, right?
He did. He put me on the wrong fish.
I blame him. I mean, you have to. I called y'all Team Phoenix. Y'all were representing. When you go back to the Phoenix Boats plant on Monday, how much heck are you going to catch for not winning this tournament?
Oh, we're going to catch a lot, but we get over it. We got pretty thick skin, so.
You have to work with Jeff Hartung.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. The Dukes Philip Dukes and Bailey Dukes, boat 121. 5 for 1073. Little bit below what we're seeing. That over 12 pounds is coming in hot right now.
Yeah, it was tough for us. We just couldn't get a big bite today. But we was in 40th in points. So we're hoping we make the championship with that.
That's going to have you to Weiss Lake. Good job. A place you guys are normally in, that championship field. Speaking to somebody that I know wants to be over there at Weiss Lake, Lee Pitts, Steve Engel, 1090. Is that gonna get us to that fall championship?
It's gonna be close.
Where were you coming in?
We were, I think, 15 points out.
Do you want me to stop the weigh-in now?
No.
I
thought you meant.
No, I can stop it. Okay, stop the weigh-in. Lee, what's that worth to you? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I thought you was fixing to say we'll stop it and scold me a little bit.
No. We can stop it so you're sure to get in the deal there.
I hope we can make it. We'll squeeze in. And like I said, we from our practice, we didn't have a good practice. We caught small fish, and so getting 10 pounds, hey, that's great. We had some fish this morning on top water that just missed it, some good quality fish, but that's top water fishing.
What's that championship going to look like over there at Weiss in October, weight-wise? What can we expect to take home the championship for 2 days?
41, 42. Something.
Catching them.
Yeah.
Lee Pitts wants it to be him, right? We hope you get there. Tony Keefe, Brian Gregory, I'm hearing we got a big fish in the bag. Great bag of fish for $15.56. Going to get you just shy outside of the top 10. But we got one. Will it beat 537?
It'll be close, maybe.
So we may have a new Mountain Dew Big Bass. Let's see. Long and lean. Let's see. Going to come in at. It's healthy. We've been feeding that thing all day.
We try to keep them alive.
You did a great job. 464, so going to come up just shy. 537 on top right now. Corey McMullen and Chris Duckett, thank y'all. $537, our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Keith Hester, Scotty Butler, 3 fish, $385. Anybody you'd like to thank? Anything we'd like to talk about besides bass fishing?
Going to Jack's and getting a cheeseburger.
Hey, if you get 2, come back and you can just pull right through here. Drop me off a Jack's cheeseburger. Chase Rampy, Jarrett Floyd, boat 109. 5 that'll go 10.53. It's a good bag of fish on a tough day.
Yeah, we needed a fly rod. There was bigger fish hitting right in front of us on willow flies.
Eating the willow flies. It's so crazy to me that how quick they'll make that adjustment. The willow flies come out of nowhere, basically, and then all of a sudden the bass it's one of the craziest things in bass fishing to me. So y'all find them dialed in on that, just couldn't get them to eat.
Yeah, eating little bitty flies, they won't eat nothing of ours.
It's hard as bass fishermen. We don't have a lot of fly gear hanging around. Tom McLemore, Dean Nelson, boat 150, 928. Did you find any mayfly, willow fly eaters?
A bunch. They was everywhere.
I feel like this whole river, the willow fly has been trying to get me up here. It's crazy. I think it changed this lake up a little bit. 9 pounds. Is that going to get y'all in the championship?
Probably not. We're pretty about 150, I think, something like that.
Had to make a big jump here. Well, we appreciate y'all fishing with us all year here in the ABT North. Michael Briggs, Cody Koger, boat 101. 3 good fish for 8.14. Just couldn't catch the other 2.
No, we had no morning bite, and once that sun got up, everything quit. I think the last bite was at 9:30, and that was it.
Makes for a long day. You start thinking about the air conditioner real early. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. The Gregorys, Delton and Dexton, 2 fish, 275. Ready to head to the house.
I'm ready. Go now.
Air conditioning. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Air conditioning bound for the Gregorys. 23-23 still on top. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop with Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington with another 20-pound bag, 20.65 there in second. Briar Chambers, Tyler Pendergrass, 5 for 10.04.
It was a day. Caught a bunch of 1-pounders, but a little late this morning getting here, and it just
never panned out the way it should have.
A little late, like missed blast off altogether?
Oh, yeah, I missed it.
Some people said that I gave the blast off of the century, like that I'm the, boat number callingest guy they've ever seen. So shame on you for missing. That's what Jason said right there. He said it.
Well, I hated to miss it, but sometimes it just happens.
I even sang.
Did you?
Yeah, I sang the boat numbers. Shame on you for missing it. Missing blast. Oh, you ought to be ashamed. Set another alarm clock. I'm just kidding. I didn't want to get up at 3 this morning either. Jeff Seabolt. Yeah, I got up at 3 to drive from Tennessee. 3. David Seabolt. 793. Did you miss blast off?
No.
Do you wish you would have missed blast off?
Yeah.
Slept in another hour. Got a Jack's biscuit. I'm with it. Thank y'all for fishing with us. So I accidentally bumped 2:30 on my phone. Mine started going off at 2:30, and I'm like, what is happening? Thought somebody messed with my phone. Shane Horton, Brandon Horton. 5 that are going to go $9.99, almost 10 pounds. Seeing a lot of those bags of fish today. Was it a tough day on y'all?
We had fun today. We caught some fish. We didn't practice or anything. We just showed up. No pressure. We qualified for the championship in the South Division, so we just showed up to fish and had a good time. We like this place a lot, and I think we come a little bit earlier next year, and we're looking forward to that.
Schedule's great next year. 2024 is going to be good in both the North and the South. Thank y'all for fishing with us. It's a lot of tournaments fishing that South and the North. Get to fish a lot of Great Lakes on that schedule next year. Sydney Pointer, Michael Pointer, 5 in the bag for $8.08. Pleasant surprise then. I like it.
Caught a bunch of fish, just never got any big bites.
It's no quality for you. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. I always like getting surprised when I get to the scales and they weigh more than I thought they weighed, regardless of what they weigh. Sean Camp, Craig Say. Are y'all going to be surprised?
No.
You know what these are? 977. Where we at and the points coming in?
We were out of it. We needed to win it and still didn't not going to make it. So it's our first year. Had a good year. Enjoyed it. We're going to be back. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see y'all in 2024. Great schedule coming up. Packy Lawrence, Jeremy Holden. It's trouble coming right here. 8:58. Would you like to blame Trey Swindle? We've just been blaming him for all kind of stuff up here.
I got a LOB in a bag.
You do?
Yeah.
Looks like him.
About that long, it looks like a cigar.
Skinny. A Trey Swindle bag. In the bag, he says, Jeremy Holden. It's halftime. 7th inning stretch here. 23-23. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop kicked this thing off before we even went live with a great bag of fish. 20-65s in second. Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington. 18-65. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn in third. 17-73 in fourth. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett. And 17-41 rounding out the top 5. James DeMoss and Nathan Brewer. Got Gary Phelps and Jerry Bell with a limit, and I'm hearing there's one we're going to weigh for Mountain Dew Big Bass. $12.97 for 5, and it's got to be $5.37. Nice fish. Phelps and Bell. 5-13. 5-13. So they're going to miss that Mountain Dew Big Bass, but just a little bit. Yeah. Show right here to Laura Ann. 5-13. Great fish. And right here to Mr. Jason at the end of the stage. Great job. William and Donna Lynn, boat 148. Got 4 fish bringing to us. Looking like 6:26. Did you have fun out there today?
I had not so much fun.
A time.
A good time. I had to weigh them. I normally on the last tournament, I wouldn't weigh that small stringer, but I'm 5th place on the couples, and I'm about to get bumped out.
Fingers crossed you get into Weiss Lake. our top 5 couples teams going to that championship. Riley Johnson, Ryan Haney, boat 136. Have 5 for 949. Where were you guys sitting coming in for that Weiss Lake Championship?
Not good.
Not good, and that's not gonna get you in there. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. The top 75 in points out of 225 gonna go to the championship. And I owe Mr. Beck an apology because I called him Tony Beck this morning, tongue-tied. Donnie Beck, Tony Harvey. Like I said, you've taken so much of my money since I was like 16, I'll call you whatever. You deserve it. 1581 can put y'all in the 10th place spot. Jump you up there in the top 10. Let's get some pictures of these fish. We're fishing deep.
Yeah, all day.
Just dragging slow. What we're doing, cranking?
Both. He was cranking and I was dragging.
In that team tournament, you get to do both. We talked about that on live. That's the beautiful thing. You don't have to worry about the guy in the back kicking your butt because you're working together. What kind of crankbait we throwing?
I was throwing a deep diving like 6XD.
Okay. They have one on the Alabama Bass Trail before. Look at that pretty smallmouth right there. Show them right here to Laura Ann. I feel like those smallmouth follow them around too, don't they? They just, everywhere they go. Great bag of fish. Pretty smallmouth. Here to Jason. That's weird. Yeah. But they showed up. Great job, Beck and Harvey. Boat 135, Bill Mayo. Walt Roberts. Come on up here, Trouble. Good bag of fish. There we go. 1372 on the day. Glad to have it.
Oh, yeah. We caught a bunch of fish, though. We just could never catch a big one.
Did y'all stay up here in this area? Did you go to the lower end?
No, we went up just a little, but not very far.
Fishing grass mainly?
Yep, eelgrass. We were throwing a new Rad Series rattle bait in the grass. He caught one on, I can't tell you what it was exactly, but it's a new bait from Snag Proof. So
hang on a second. You're up here dropping secrets, and we can't. What, iCast is coming up. Let's just go ahead and do an AVT launch right now. Let's do it.
Just look for the Zoo Series. That's all I got to say.
Okay, I like it. This is my least favorite term in fishing, but is it a game changer?
Oh, it's a game. Well, I don't know if it's a game changer. Look what we had.
Well, hey, you said it. I didn't say it. Is that going to be enough to get you on the championship, though?
I don't know. We're way out, man. We've had awful years, so I don't know. We'll see. Hope so.
Send me some of those game changers. I'm going to text you my address. I want some of them. Great job. Sean Hornbuckle, Barry Morris, boat 145. 582. You're like me. You need some game changers right now.
Spun a hub yesterday. Went home, fixed it. Got to our first spot this morning. Hit the spot lock. Troll motor went out. Hard to drift around in this wind.
Makes for a long, long day on the Tennessee River. Thanks for sticking it out and coming to see us at the weigh-in, though. Seth Loggins, Scott Loggins. Another limit. 1150 Wheeler showing out today.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all catch a lot of fish?
Yeah, we caught about 10 fish all day.
We're fishing the grass. We're fishing deep.
Fishing grass.
What was your main bait that you were using?
The main bait was a swim bait.
Okay, that's always a fun bite when they lock that swim bait up. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Winners of our Neely Henry event. No strangers to catching them out here on the ABT. Always Benji Seaborn, Jonathan Seaborn. Great bag of fish, 1442 on a tough day.
Very tough. We're very happy to have what we got.
I would ask if y'all were fishing deep, but I feel like I know the answer to that.
No, we wasn't fishing deep.
About ankle deep, right? Most of the time. What'd y'all catch most of those on today?
Well, I caught that 4-pounder on the jig. It might have been ankle deep, but it was under a mat.
Under a grass mat. We appreciate y'all fishing with us. Winners, y'all caught the biggest fish that maybe has ever been in Neely Henry, an 8-pounder this year.
I've only seen one, and we caught it on a buzz bait about 4 years ago in practice. And it would have pushed that one or bigger. but that's the only one I've ever seen.
It's a good day to catch the biggest one you've ever seen during an ABT. Great job this year. Lee Hayes, Ricky Lee. I want to catch an 8-pounder on a buzzbait. That sounds like a really good time. 15.29. Great bag of fish. Going to have y'all just shy of the top 10 right now on Wheeler Lake. It's kicking them out today, but a lot of bites for y'all today?
Oh, yeah, a lot of them. Mostly for him. I just netted them.
He takes a good net man sometimes.
We caught a lot of fish today.
So you smell like fish. That's a good thing. Let's get a picture of a couple of those. What do you think? Right outside the top 10? I think so. Listen, I work hard for 15 pounds. I'm getting my picture to it. Especially with pretty smallmouth. Look right here at Laura Ann. The floppy hat on the tailgate, and then show them to Jason here. He was just taking a rest. Boat 142 coming up. Winners here before. Winners several times on this old ABT. Y'all kind of got that figured out. Mitch Mitchell, Candler, McCollum. A little bit. That's not what we're used to, y'all. 10:57. Just never could get any good bites today.
All little ones today. We didn't catch any good ones, so it was just tough. I don't know.
I blame Justin Atkins just for whatever reason. We just can.
I always blame him when I don't catch him.
We will. I'll text him and tell him you talk bad about him on stage. Thank y'all. Tom Taylor, Russ Reynolds, boat 131. I like to blame all my friends for my bad fishing trips. 15:36. Nobody to blame on that one. Great bag right outside the top 10. Need to get pictures of those. How did we catch them today?
Mostly crawworm. Just dragging a crawworm.
Just real slow in the grass?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great bag of fish. Going to have y'all just outside the top 10. Let's get some pictures. Going to show them off right here to Laura Ann first. On the tailgate here. Her Mountain Dew Big Bass is 537 right now. Great bag of fish. Right out front. And then show them to Jason right here on the corner. Thank y'all. Great job. Seeing a few of those 15-pound bags. That top 20 starting to fill up with those 14 and 15-pound bags. Wheeler is definitely kicking them out. Clint Hutcherson and Drew Naylor got 5 for $7.52. Not one of those 15-pound bags like I know you guys were looking for.
Not one of those 15-pound bags, but I'm actually kind of happy to have 5.
Hey, listen, that's what they send us out looking for, right? In these tournaments. So you did your job. They just had to get a little bit bigger. We appreciate you fishing with us. Sam Long, Jason Atkins, 5 for $12.48, 12.5 pounds. Good bag.
It was tough. We missed some key bites. It cost.
Was it your fault or your partner's fault or both of y'all's that you missed the key bites? He's not here, so you can blame him, and we won't ever tell him you said it.
It was the fish's fault. I mean, they just didn't get it. We're throwing a frog, and they just missed it. I mean, it's frog fishing.
Nothing better than a frog in bass fishing, though, but it will break your heart every now and then. Boat 154, Justin Durden and Matt Thomas, 1577. Just going to miss the top 10 right now, 1581 and 10th. 1577, great bag of fish, guys.
Yeah, we got to do it how we wanted to do it, flipping, swim jig. Matter of fact, we just caught one 30 minutes ago that coiled probably a pound. But we got to have fun.
So you said the heck with the crowd on the Decatur Flats, the heck with dragging around deep. You're going to go do it your way, and it worked out for you. That's great. Let's get some pictures of these swim jig and flipping fish right here. Great bag of fish just outside our top 10 right now with 1577. We talked a little bit on live about how diverse Wheeler can be. Even with 80-degree water, we got guys catching them on frogs, swim jigging, flipping, guys catching them in 30 feet of water and everywhere in between. Good and alive to go back to Wheeler Lake. We like to see that. Thank you, guys. Terry Pryor and Terry Mann, boat 152. Got a big fish out here coming up. Ooh, good bag of fish, fellas. 537 on our Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. It's going to get y'all into the top 10 right here, looks like. Very alive. 5 that'll weigh 1610. Going to get y'all in the top 10. Not good enough. Has shown out a little bit today. Wheeler is definitely kicking them out, but 537 going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass while we're digging that one out. How did we catch them today?
Chatterbait and a popar.
Nothing better. Maybe a frog every now and then gets a little bit better. Were y'all in the grass, I guess, with the popar and the chatterbait? Or y'all around Willowfly Hatch?
Mayfly hatch.
Mayfly Hatch. We were wondering, we talked about that on live a lot. Would that play? That's a really great bag. Is it all smallmouth or mixed bag?
3 smallmouth and 2 heads.
Great bag of fish. Let's get a picture right here. Let's show those off to Laura Ann. What'd the big one weigh? 379. 3 smallmouth and 2 largemouth for Pryor and Man. One of those mayfly bags. We talked about it. How would that impact the tournament? Great bag of fish. Right here to Laura Ann. Going to move them into 8th place right now. Right here, show Jason right here on the corner. Great job. Get those bad boys back into Wheeler Lake to be caught again. Thank y'all. Boat 162, Michael Brannon and Alan Stevens. Not enough, he says. 952. Let's be honest, though. As fishermen, is it ever enough? We could catch 28 pounds, and it's not enough, right?
It's true. Very true.
Always trying to catch another one or a bigger one. Thank y'all. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop still on top, 23-23. Coming up, boat 141, Colby Harrison and David Self have 5 for 10.63. I feel like we're going to see a log jam at 10 pounds today. And this morning, I would have probably lost that bet if you told me we would have seen the amount of 10-pound bags that we're seeing now from out there doing the live coverage. Me, Jason, and Kenneth were running all over this place, and it seemed like it was really tough.
Oh, it was. It's been tough all week. We lost at least 3. We should have had about 15, 16 pounds.
That stings. Where you at in the points coming into this?
Low 50s? Or high 50s, I'm sorry, yeah.
That should get you to that Weiss Lake Championship. Entry fee free. We'll fish for the big money there in October on the Coosa River. Mike Fitzpatrick and Gary Fitzpatrick, both 163. I'm going to start calling this just like the Wheeler Lake bag today. 1027. A lot of these 10-pound bags coming in. It's great to see. The lake is very healthy.
It should have been more like 14. We lost 2. I lost 2.
So you take full credit. Your partner's not with you, so you could have blamed him. You chose to blame yourself, and I respect that.
I lost him. It's all good, though.
How are you catching them?
Frog.
That's high risk, high reward with that frog every time, but it's fun to throw. That is for sure. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Boat 175, Landon Rich, Joshua Liniger. Did I nail that name or what? Did I nail it?
It's him.
That's me. You did good. You did good. You did.
Okay. 970. Did I say it better than Robbie? That's all I care about. He's watching somewhere, I'm sure.
You did a little better.
A little better than Robbie. Somebody record that and send me that clip. I'm going to need that. Appreciate y'all fishing with us, guys. Boat 169, Shannon Thomas, Shane Kent. 5 that are going to go 1138. That gets you above that Wheeler Lake average bag of 10 pounds we're seeing so many of today. For sure, we appreciate y'all fishing with us. We got a big Mountain Dew Big Bass of 537 right now. 173, Danny Long, Kevin Fallon. Do we have a 537 over there? I hear you guys asking. 961, tough day out there.
Tough day. We had a pretty good practice. We just frog bite shut off for us.
You're in a lot of frogs. So when you're throwing the frog right now, are you in the pads? What are we doing with that?
Pads, dirt, shallow grass. Just didn't pan out today.
It's a fun way to try to get after them, though. That's for sure. Thank y'all so much for fishing with us. Jason, it sounds like we need some frogs, and we need to go back out there. That's what I'm out. Right? Yeah, let the sun get down a little bit. Let me cool off, and then we'll get the frogs out. For sure. Boat 160, Adam Brown, Greg Diggs. Good bag of fish, 12-14. We're seeing a lot of those 12-pound bags, but it could get you right there around that top 40. Some good points.
Yeah, we didn't have a chance to pre-fish, so we hadn't been here since this tournament last year. So we just showed up and was trying to make the championship. So
that should do it for y'all. Great job. Of course, we're going to take 75 teams to the championship. We're going to take our top 9 in the Angler of the Year race to the Bassmaster Team Championship and have a chance to go to the Bassmaster Classic like Jordan Wiggins did. It can happen. We have seen it with Alabama Bass Trail Anglers. We're going to crown an Angler of the Year of the North and an overall Angler of the Year today. Lots to be decided here in Decatur, Alabama. Stop number 5 presented by Phoenix Boats. $23.23 on top. Boat 157. Jeff Edmondson, Chris Yoakum, 4 bass. John asked you if you had a big one, and I just heard, nah. Something else y'all want to talk about? We can talk about anything you want to talk about. It's family friendly, of course.
That'd be the best thing we could do.
Just talk about something else? Anything? Where are we going to eat supper? Let's talk about that.
Where you want to go?
Whose treat is it? Who caught more fish today?
I think we both about tied.
2-2, because you only had 4. Y'all have to flip a coin to see who's going to buy dinner.
That's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all. $4.65 for those 4. It's a good bag of fish coming there. Robert Wright, Chris Hawkins. One of those Wheeler specials, 1063.
All right.
Glad to have it.
Happy. We're glad to have it. Had a good practice, though. Real good practice. I don't know what changed today. Something changed, and it just wasn't firing off like they was.
I blame those crazy mayflies that are everywhere. I think that does change things up for sure.
That's what we was fishing was a hatch, and we caught probably 50 or 60 a day. I caught a 614 yesterday. Wasn't there today.
You needed her to wait until Saturday. They always upset you on game day. Blake Heiss, Jonathan Collins. Is he hiding down there on the dock?
He better be cleaning the boat up when we go home.
1084. He better be cleaning the boat up, Jonathan Collins. You hear this, Jonathan Collins? You better have the rag out down there, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was a fun day. We caught fish all day, just couldn't catch any real big ones. But that's fishing, man.
Is it Goob's fault?
No.
Jonathan Collins, you better be cleaning that boat since you didn't come to see us. 187, Brett Webster, Randy Goad. Good bag, 1204. Better than last time? Hey, where were y'all sitting coming in?
Dead last, probably.
Didn't even look at the points, they said. 12 pounds. Hey, end the year on a positive note. All right, we heard that this team had a good bag early before we left live. Alan Johnson filling in for Mark McKeag with Tim Hurst. Great bag of fish. Going to put them in 4th place, 1823. Great bag. I mean, it's a slick Johnson Tim Hurst bag. I mean, are you going to kick Mark McKeag to the curb and just stick with this guy all the time? Because he'll get you in trouble. I don't know if you know that or not. He has a tendency.
Mark would, but yeah, they're both pretty equal as fishing. They both can catch them.
They both can catch them, but you run a risk of getting in trouble with Slick.
I got told that all day from the very beginning to no videos, don't be talking, so I've been quiet all day.
As my dad would say, put the tiki-talk up and bass fish. No TikTok today.
Luckily, my phone went dead about 10 o'clock, so that probably saved him.
No Alabama Bass Council updates from the water. How did we catch them today? Real quick, and let's get a picture of these awesome Wheeler bass.
So we caught 4 of ours on shell beds. First place we stopped, we couldn't really get on, and we couldn't catch them. And then we went down and got on a shell bed, and it was, I mean, you'll see from the footage, it was every cast for a while. And then they kind of slowed down and scattered. And later in the day, we went and caught one on a frog.
Been hearing some frog talk this afternoon. Nothing wrong with that. Let's hold them up. Great job. Alan Johnson, Tim Hurst, 18-23, fourth place. Healthy bag. Wheeler Lake bass. We'll show them off right here to Laura Ann and then to Jason on the end of the stage, guys. I know Tim knows the Alabama Bass Trail drill. He knows where to show them off. He does this a lot. He's taking a couple of pictures on this stage. Great job, guys. Mark McKegg, if you're watching, you are replaced. Boat 172, Betty Stahl, Linda Sands, 4 fish. 4 good fish. Just one shy of the limit. 973. Just couldn't catch that 5th one.
Not even a little one we couldn't get.
Tried all day long.
Well, this was an all-day affair anyway.
It was an all day just kind of cobbling it together as you go. We appreciate y'all fishing with us for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. She said you were hiding out. Hey, Mountain Dew. They sponsor that Mountain Dew Big Bass. You got to come across stage with Mountain Dew if you want the right kind of weight. Wayne Boyd, Billy Brindle, 12-28. They're knotted up in 10 and 11 pounds. Is 12 pounds going to be enough to get you in the top 40?
No, we're just making sure we got twice. That was the main thing.
Get to the Coosa River for that championship. We appreciate y'all fishing with us, and we'll see y'all there. Christopher Rocket, Trey Doust, 3 today, 7:54. Just need a couple more.
Had battery problems. Had to come in early. I mean, we stayed offshore all day, swum for the fences, so didn't work out.
In the championship cut coming into this?
No, that's what we just stuck to our guns. I mean, I know that's kind of a cliche, but I mean, we really did. We tried to stay offshore, get around big fish, and it was tough. I mean, marked a lot of fish, just couldn't get them to eat. So
sometimes the Tennessee River can be stingy. Right. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Drake Luter, Kendall Phillips with a great bag of fish right here. 1531. Do you have one that'll beat 537?
I doubt it.
We're going to try, though, for Mountain Dew Big Bass. What did we catch those on today?
Jig and a big worm.
In the grass?
In the grass.
It's fishing low and slow all day.
All day long.
It's crowded out there on those flats.
Not where we was at.
See, now we got to talk. We'll talk after where you found some non-crowded bass, because you could walk front deck to front deck out there with all the phoenixes scattered on those. Yeah, let's just shy of the top 10. We'll get some pictures of those. Great job. Show them off to Laura Ann, and then to Jason. Starting to think it's me. People just don't want to come up here and hang out. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop, they started this thing off with fireworks, 23-23, holding on. Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington, 20-65 in second. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn, 18-65. Mark McKegg being replaced by Slick Johnson and Tim Hurst, 18-23, fourth place. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett, 17-73. James DeMoss, Nathan Brewer, 17-41 in sixth place. Terry Tucker, Jeremy Green, 17-07. Lakin O'Neill, John Kelly, 16-27. Terry Pryor, Terry Mann, 16-10. And rounding out the top 10, Casey Walker, Zach Lemon, 15-99 to get into the top 10. Good bag of fish coming up here for Mark Scott, Jonah Hale, 14-50. Great job, guys. Let's talk about it. How we catch those today?
Jigs.
Just jigs and fishing up here in the grass?
Yeah, I was throwing a 1/4 ounce jig on a rock, deeper drops.
Okay, so not in the grass, fishing hard cover, fishing rocks. Did you get a lot of bites today?
Oh, yeah, we probably caught 30 or 40.
That's a great day. Wheeler is kicking them out today. It felt tough for a lot of anglers, but, man, it's definitely showing out.
Yes, sir. It did. We caught our last one. There was about 20 minutes to go. It was our third call. We caught quite a few. It was a good day.
Well, we like to see that 1450. We hope it gets you into that top 40, get you a check today. going to take a little break, and we will be back for more Wheeler Lake action in just a few minutes.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail Live is sponsored by AmFirst Federal Credit Union, Fish Alabama, Mountain Dew, by Jax, and by Alabama State Parks. Live coverage continues right after this.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
You let me see. Things you let me see.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Alabama Bass Trail Live, presented by Black Rifle Coffee, is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Busch Light, Bahio Sunglasses, Bill Penny Automotive, and by TH Marine. There's more straight ahead.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin LiveScope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin LiveScope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
To the right.
I had to let me catch my breath. I run my mouth so much. run out of air up here. William Darby, John Greenwood, boat 196.5 fish. Got a smallmouth we're going to weigh, sounds like. Good bag of fish. 15.33 on the day, and I hear we got a big smallmouth. Is it going to be 5.37 for Mountain Dew Big Bass?
It's awful skinny.
Let's see it. Great bag. That's going to have y'all just shy of the top 10 right now as we get later in the weigh-in. 12 3/4 is our check cut right now. We just looked at it, 365. How'd we catch them today?
Mostly shallow. Caught a few off the bank just a little bit, but mostly pretty shallow, just like we like to do it up there, ground and dirty. So
nothing wrong with that. Great day on Wheeler Lake. Good job, guys. Several of those 15-pound bags. These fellas right here were 6th in the Angler of the Year race. We've got to spend some time with you today out there, and y'all were culling when we pulled up. Looks like you culled a couple more times. 13.25 for Bussy and Webb. Just never got that 5-pound plus kicker.
Oh, we got the bite.
Okay, who lost it? Whose fault?
Oh, it was my fault. Just stuff happens.
Well, the Angler of the Year race is really, really tight. You guys are in 6th. You're trying to stay in that top 9. What are you thinking right now? You're definitely in our top 40 in our check cut right now. We had just looked at it. So you think that's going to be enough to get you to that Bassmaster Team Championship?
We hope so. We took a glance at the names that's leading or ahead of us in this tournament, and I don't think there's any that was ahead of us. So we're hoping we stay up there.
It's going to be really interesting to see that top 10 Angler of the Year. Thank you guys so much. Great job today. Bussy and Webb. Boat 191, Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese. Great bag. Going to put them in to the top 10, 16.55. That's a good day on Wheeler Lake.
Man, we will take it. We run this thing all over the lake, up, down, all over. We found one little school fish, caught a bunch, but it was a grind. We're tickled to death to have that.
Going to need some gas money, sounds like, for sure. How did we catch them?
Everything. Caught some on some top water. We caught them on a Texas rig, a shaky head, a drop shot, a jig.
A worm that long.
Everything. It didn't matter, but it seemed like the bigger the worm we threw, the smaller the fish got. So.
Well, sometimes that's Wheeler Lake. Let's get a picture of these fish. Spencer and Reese, 16.55, has them in 8th place. Great bag. Late in the weigh-in here. Stop number 5. We're going to show them right here. Show them off to the tailgate section.
The big fish shirt. I'm used to holding your fish, so you can hold mine.
I like that. And then we're going to get them, Jason, right here on the end of the stage. Spencer and Reese, great job. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Boat 181, Tim Griffith, David Ayers. I didn't say that right again. I just butchered it all the time. I felt like did I mess it up this morning? See, I was like fist pumping. I thought I nailed it this morning. How do you pronounce it? And you also caught 14.28, which is really good. Ayers. You drag it out. I like that. I feel like being from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, I can say I like that Ayers. 14.28, how we catch them today?
Flipping a tube.
Flipping a tube. That's old school. I like it. Did y'all catch a lot of fish today?
We had 2 or 3 limits, probably. Yep.
Good day on Wheeler Lake for y'all. And that's going to have y'all in that check cut right now. Will Shellyak, Chris Carden, 4 for 7.42. You should have gone with them. They said they caught like 4 limits.
I know it. Long day.
Long day. Thank y'all for fishing with us. I always hated going to a weigh-in when I had 4, and the guy ahead of me is like, yeah, it's cold 37 times. Like, where was he at? Is he on the same lake? Bradley Jones, Brooks Goza. 5 in the bag. Great bag of fish. Fixing to take y'all into the top 10. 16.58. Do we have one that'll beat 5.37 from Mountain Dew Big Bass in there?
No, not close to it.
Just all cookie cutters. How'd we catch them?
Flipping a jig.
Flipping a jig. Hearing a lot of shallow fish getting caught. Let's get pictures. Goza and Jones, 16.58, going to be in 8th place. Sorry to Nolan Spencer and Jonathan Reese. They already got bumped 1 spot after getting in that top 10. Wheeler kicking them out in Decatur, Alabama today, for sure. Show them right here to the tailgate crowd. And then we'll show them to Jason right here on the corner of the stage. Great job. 16:58. 16:27 and 10th. It's got to be 16:28 or better to get in that top 10. Now, Jeff Cannon, Marty Colley say they got a big one in the bag, and they got 5 that will go 14-17. It's going to have you in our check cut right now for sure. Do we have one that'll get that Mountain Dew Big Bass? 537 we do. Oh, here we go. What do you think it's going to weigh?
5 1/4.
5 1/4. Here we go. New Mountain Dew Big Bass 568. Great job. Let's get a picture of that beautiful fish. 568. Wheeler Lake stud. Look at that belly. Looks like me after I leave the China buffet. Show her right here. Let's be honest, it looks like me all the time. Not just after the China buffet. I like Oreos. They're delicious. Way better than salad. Fried Oreos, regular Oreos. I don't discriminate. I'll take an Oreo any way I can get it. Ashley Peebles. Anthony Wiley boat 214. Takes a long time to get to 214 when you're calling out boat numbers, in case y'all are wondering. It's like, is this just page and page and page after name? 12-11. Going to put y'all just outside of the check cut, but a good day on Wheeler Lake.
Yeah, it's all right. Was fishing behind everybody all day, just usual. Man.
Staying up here in Decatur, I'm guessing, because it was crowded up here from what I saw on the water.
We actually went upriver a little bit, and we done better up the river.
Where were y'all at in points in that top 75 for that Weiss Lake cut?
No, we was 12 points out at Pickwick, and we zeroed. So
dropped the ball, Pickwick, but got it back on the tracks a little bit. We look forward to seeing y'all in 2024. 12 pounds. And the Tuckers bringing us another 12-pound back. Dylan Tucker and Greg Tucker, 12:48. It's going to have you really close to that check line today on Wheeler.
Yeah, needed a kicker, never got it.
Just never had that good bite today, never had the opportunity?
Never had an opportunity. Caught a bunch of fish, just couldn't get a big.
How'd you catch them today?
Offshore, jig, shaky head, stuff like that.
All offshore. Great bag of fish, 12:48. The Browns, Lee Brown, LJ Brown, 2 today for 454. Did you drop some down at the dock? Did you have a limit and they just jumped out of the bag? You can say yes.
No.
Oh, you should have said yes. I'd have said, man, I had 4 4-pounders that got off down there, and then I would just blame somebody for that.
I wish we had that today.
It's a tough day on the water.
Yeah, I've been here for 2 weeks, and those are some expensive fish now.
How much do those cost a piece for those 2? Let's try to estimate this. You got 2. You've been here for 2 weeks. That's a lot of gas. Those are expensive. Entry fee. Yeah, those are about $9,000 worth of bass right there. The way I got, somewhere, give or take. $9,000 for 4 pounds of bass. Sounds like deer. By the time I kill a deer, they're like $9,000 a pound. David Haraway, John Gavin. 1377. Good bag of fish. Going to have y'all in the check cut for sure. Late in this weigh-in, how'd we catch them?
Cranking and pretty much cranking.
So offshore, doing some cranking like 6XD. What were we looking at?
8XD.
8XD. Okay, a little bigger profile. Did you catch a lot of fish today?
Quite a bit early, and it was pretty dead for the rest of the day.
So fired early makes for a long day. Drank a lot of Mountain Dew for sure. Great bag of fish. Good job, guys. 1377. One night, boat 195. Roger Riddle, Norman Ligon, 836 for a limit. Just want to keep going to the air conditioning. I get it. Got a big fish. Well, here we're going to weigh 568, our Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. Justin Buckles, Chad Jones. Got 5 that are going to go. 1238. What's this big one going to weigh?
It looked like a whale this morning, but I think it's going to be about 5 1/4, 5 1/2 maybe.
Okay, so we got a 5 1/4. Do y'all have a bet on how big it is or anything? That's what I like to hear up here.
No bets.
No bets. Well, you want to start one right now before we see it? Here, I'll block it. No, you want to? Who gets to buy dinner, or who gets to buy me dinner, something like that?
I'm gonna say 557.
542.
I'll let y'all decide what y'all are going to do. 531. 531. You prices right at him. Get a picture of 531. Show it to Laura Ann right here on the tailgate. 568, our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Great job right here to Jason. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop still on top, 23-23. Trying to go wire to wire. Before we even started the weigh-in, they weighed those jokers in. Great bag of fish. Going to be some new names in the top 10 right here. Anthony Vincent and William Phillips, 17-23. It's going to have you guys in 6th place. Great bag of fish.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's really all you can say on a Wheeler Lake 17-pound stringer. How'd we catch those today?
Well, I wanted to lie to you. We caught them offshore, drop shot.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That's a good time getting pulled around on a spinning.
Swimming a jig.
You want to say, but you caught them spinning rodding. Hey, all the way, rode a drop shot into the top 10. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get some pictures of these fish. Big fish, 506. I bet that was a good time on a spinning rod. Nothing wrong with that. Show them off to the tailgate crowd over here. Anthony Vincent, William Phillips, 17-23. A late in the weigh-in 17-pound bag, getting them into the top 10. 10th place weight just keeps growing, 16.55. Right now, Nolan Spencer and Jonathan Reese, the Bubble Boys, in the top 10. Got a big fish coming up for the Tennessee crew here. Bobby Sharver, Jaron Giske. Good old Rocky Top boys. Here we go. 13.66. Jason was covering you today, and he butchered Jaron's name, and I would butcher it if I hadn't been saying it like since you were knee high to a grasshopper. How we catch them today?
Rig, jig, and shaky head.
All offshore. Let's see what this big one's going to weigh. 427, 568's our Mountain Dew Big Bass. Who caught the most today?
I caught more smaller ones.
It's a team. It's all right. You're in that check cut right now. Good job, boys. Dennis Miller, Anthony Gay, boat 203. Great bag of fish. It's going to be another new name into the top 10 when it settles out, looks like. Here we go. 16.66 going to be good enough for 9th place, Slayton away, and going to maybe eke out a top 10, guys.
Well, that would be nice.
When you go out boat 200 and last, do you have anywhere to fish? Did you get to start where you wanted to?
Well, we started here, no, here, no, here, no. Here. We went no all the way down. A lot of no's, yes.
A little bit like a carousel, just up and down. How did you catch them today?
All of them on Carolina.
All on Carolina rig. Did you stay in the Decatur area mainly?
65 as far as we went.
Okay, well, let's hold them up. Great job. Listen, people complain about boat numbers going out boat 201, and they're going to end the day maybe in that top 10. We'll show them off right here to the Laura Ann. A big spotted bass, big old pretty spot. Dennis Miller, Anthony Gay, 9th place. Well, you work all day to catch 5. Robbie better not make fun of you for holding up 5. He don't know how hard it is to catch 5 bass. Great bag of fish. Right here to Jason. Show them off for some social media love there. All right, these guys went out boat 199, but they were also the Angler of the Year leaders by 1 point. John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, our Smith Lake champions. They faced adversity from the jump, slung an ear on a prop, had to change boats, and ended up with 16.97. That's going to put them in 9th place. Fellas, that's a way to rebound right there.
Yeah, I know. It was a rough start of the morning. His motor actually went in limp mode. Okay. It wasn't a slung ear. Okay. But anyways, we had to come back either way. And I had my boat here. Luckily, we got the riding around in the Express today. So Anyways, I had to go get gas, come back. We swapped everything out. I mean, it was.
So wait a second. You're already almost going out boat 200. Then you have boat problems. Then you've got to change boats and go get gas before you can even go. How are you not completely spun out at that point? Because I would have just took it to the house most likely.
Yeah. No, we stayed pretty calm. We were making a long run up the river, and I think we found some places I didn't think many people would get on anyways. But we did have one spot we really wanted to get on early, in the first stop, or about first 5 minutes, he caught that about a 5-pound smallmouth, and I think if we would have got there about 30 minutes earlier, I would have really liked to seen.
That's awesome. What would it mean to win Angler of the Year?
It would mean a lot, especially being the first year we fished this together. So.
And against this crew, this is one of the most competitive trails in the country, hands down, if not the most competitive. Let's get a picture of these fish, and we're going to see how this shakes out. A 1-point lead coming in today for Gossett and Keller. Listen, when they say they gave it all they could, buddy, when you've changed boats, then you got to go gas up, then you got to change the tackle, and you still rebound. Gerald Swindle always talks about that positive mental attitude. They had a 5-gallon bucket full of positive mental attitude today. Gossett and Kellett, what a great story. 9th place right now, fought back to get in the top 10. Will it win them the ABT North Angler of the Year? We shall see. Boat 208, Billy Adcock, Darian Kyle. Great job, guys. 5 fish for y'all. Tough day.
Yep, just couldn't put it together today.
Looked like 8-11. You had to follow those Angler of the Year leaders. Crazy story, but, you know, it just – Wheeler Lake is absolutely on fire weight-wise today, but sounds like you had a tough day.
Yep, tough day.
We'll see you next year, 2024. This is our last event here in the north. The Lollies, Sean Lolly, Davey Lolly, 866.
It was a bad day for us. We had Thursday we had over 16.5. Yesterday we had nearly 18, and our fish, I guess they got beat up because the amount of bites we got today, it just went down to me.
Think the pressure got to them?
Oh, I think boat pressure got to them. We was on the river, and there's a lot of boats back and forth, and I mean, we didn't catch a fish under a 3-pounder the whole entire time we've been up here practicing, and we don't have a fish that weighs 3 pounds today.
I know that is frustrating on tournament day when they change size. Thank y'all so much, the Lollies, for fishing with us there. Chris Webb, Ricky Campbell, boat 222, 12-11. It's a good bag on Wheeler Lake today.
I guess we had a limit for 7 o'clock. Probably caught 6 limits, so we just never get a big bite.
Probably got a little bass thumb, and you got to set the hook a lot, sounds like.
Just grab them behind the head. You know, put that.
No bass thumb when they're that size. Great job. Ash Goja, Danny Pettis. Going to be one of those Wheeler Lake. This is one of those kind of, we're seeing a lot of these today, which we're excited about because it means this lake's healthy, but 10-26 on the day for you.
Yeah, it's a struggle. A lot of little ones.
No size to them whatsoever. Did you catch a lot of fish, though?
We did.
A lot of batting practice on Wheeler Lake today. Great job. Thank y'all for fishing with us. David Kyle, Scott Callahan. Good bag of fish. I think we got one we're going to try for Mountain Dew Big Bass as well. Great bag of fish. Definitely going to have you in that check cut. Wheeler showed out today, in case you're wondering when I'm saying 14 pounds is going to get you in the check cut.
That's good. That's good. We'll take it.
14.25. Great bag. We've got 5.68 on the Mountain Dew Big Bass. Are we going to beat that?
No. Be low.
Going to be close. Let's see. Going to be about a pound off, 4.39. Great bag of fish. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Winding down here today. 23-23. Alan Hayes, Danny Bishop on top. Trying to go wire to wire. The first to weigh in today. Caden Sinclair, Hunter Gibson. 5 that weigh 11.39. We're seeing a lot of 10-pound bags, but that 11-pound get you some separation, get you some points. Where were we at coming into this?
24th.
You'll be going to Weiss Lake. You looking forward to that entry fee free championship?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Ought to be fun.
Sounds like Lee Pitt said it's going to take like 22 pounds a day. That's what he promised us for that championship. So you got to tighten up when you get over there. Andy Cobb, Joe Giovingo. You got it right. Nailed it. I retire. I nailed it this morning, too. At Blast Off. I'm 2 for 2. $12.79. That's going to have you right there in that check cut.
Yeah, just quality wasn't there today. Found a little area that kind of had it to ourselves. Had some decent bites yesterday, shook them off, but didn't get the quality. I lost only one that may have helped us by a pound and a half. But
not a lot of bites to get to $12.79, or just not a lot of quality past that?
We probably had 14 or 15 bites, caught 6.
How are you catching them?
Yeah, we probably had about 8 or 9 bites, and we caught 6 of them.
How are you catching most of your fish?
Every one of them on a frog.
Man, that sounds awful. All this frog fishing going on. Luke Kyle, Arch Cornett, 5 for $12.81. You brought the crew up here. How are you, big guy? If Dad wins money, is he going to share it with you? Make him take you to Dave and Buster's. How are you? How we catch them today?
We caught them on a worm all day, pretty much, and we caught a lot of fish, so just didn't fish clean. So that.
Who's to blame for that?
Both of us.
Okay, all right. I always like to try to get you guys to blame each other when the other partner don't show up. Ben Phillips, Cody Brandon, good bag of fish, $13.71. It's going to have you over that check cut the last time we looked. So grounded out and good day on Wheeler.
Sounds good to me. It was a tough day.
It was tough for a lot of folks, but Wheeler is definitely kicking them out. We appreciate y'all. Brad Ammer, Charles Watts, 5 in the bag. For Watts and Ammer, $8.66. Did you leave any out there?
We left a bunch of them out there. Man, we've been low-lifing it all year.
Hey, listen, in the low-lifers, we're really good as low-lifers at leaving bass out there. Trust me. Thank y'all. Matthew Fincher, Jacob Kimbrough. 5 that are going to weigh $10.64. Did you ever have any bigger ones on, or was it all cookie cutters?
I lost going the first thing this morning, blew up on a chatterbait and just didn't eat it all the way.
That kind of starts your day off on the wrong foot, right? When you miss one early. But listen, we can't make excuses today because Zeke Goss, did you hear that story? They changed boats. They had to go get gas. So got to be able to tough it out and rebound, and you guys did and caught a good bag of fish, 10 pounds. Is that going to get you in the championship?
We're hoping probably going to be really close.
Well, we'll sort it out at the end of the weigh-in. Oh, my goodness. Look at this crew. If they didn't catch them, it's probably my fault because I spent way too much time with them today. I can hear them talking amongst themselves. Wesley Sams, Jordan Wiggins, our reigning anglers of the year. They know all about that Bassmaster Team Championship. 13-24. They were sitting in 5th in Angler of the Year coming into this. Y'all steadily upgraded all day long from where I saw you. You just put your 5th one in the boat. Did y'all catch many more fish after we left?
No. It was a miserable day.
Y'all were boat 200 and something going out, and you said you still got your pick, though, of where you wanted to start, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's why we got to start there because it wasn't any good.
That's how it goes. Been a pretty good year otherwise, though. Big Toyota Series win. You guys are consistent, and y'all are going to stay in that top 9, I'd almost guarantee, with that, and get to go to that Bassmaster Team Championship. And that's worked out okay for you in the past.
Man, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
That Bassmaster Classic's a pretty good little tournament to get to go to.
Yeah, I'd like to go again if I had the chance, so we'll try it.
Wiggins and Sam's, one of the most consistent teams. Great job, guys. Always in the hunt. And the Alabama Bastard, do you want to say something? I think she said shaky head. I'm pretty sure. And Wiggins, that's what they're going to say. Guaranteed. Lance Whitaker, Jeremy Briscoe, our winners from Pickwick Lake, $12.84. Going to have you right around that check cut. Again, getting paid up yet again on the Tennessee River, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It was a tough day.
Needed one of those magic. You had almost 21 pounds of smallies and spots down there on Pickwick. Just never found anything like that up here.
No, we never found no largemouth. We found some 2-pounders. That's all spots there. We never could get on a largemouth bite.
I think you're going to be sniffing that top 40, get you some good points, which you guys already qualified. Great job. Is that it? Scales are closed. Scales are closed, and so unofficially, let's call out this top 10. Miss K's got to ask them some questions, and we got to hook them up to all kinds of machinery, find out if what they say is so. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop, 23-23. They weighed in before most of y'all even got here today or tuned in to be in the lead with a great bag of Wheeler Lake bass. Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington, 20.65 in second. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewellyn, 18.65 in third. Slick Johnson, Tim Hurst, 18.23. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett, 17.73 in fifth place. James DeMoss and Nathan Brewer, 17.41 in sixth. Anthony Vinson, William Phillips, 17.23 in seventh. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green, 17.07 in eighth. John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, our Angler of the Year leaders coming in. Man, they're going to make that a tough race. They had a 1-point lead, but solidified it, I believe, right there in that top 10. It's going to be close, man. 16.97, overcoming all the adversity to be in ninth place. And Dennis Miller and Anthony Gay rounding out the top 10, 16.66. Jeff Cannon and Marty Colley, that Mountain Dew Big Bass of 5.68. We're going to sort it all out, and then we're going to give away some awards here this afternoon. Everything becomes official here pretty soon. Y'all stick with us.
On the Water live coverage is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, by Strike King, Lew's, by Garmin, and by Alabama State Parks. There's more to come. Stay with us.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin LiveScope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin LiveScope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic champion!
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor. Marty Colley. Say they got a big one in the bag, and they got 5 that will go 14-17. It's going to have you in our check cut right now for sure. Do we have one that'll get that Mountain Dew Big Bass 537? We do. Oh, here we go. What do you think it's going to weigh?
5 1/4.
5 1/4. Here we go. New Mountain Dew Big Bass 568. Great job. Let's get a picture of that beautiful fish. 568 Wheeler Lake stud. Look at that belly. Looks like me after I leave the China buffet. Sure, right here. Let's be honest, it looks like me all the time. Not just after the China buffet. I like Oreos. They're delicious. Way better than salad. Fried Oreos, regular Oreos. I don't discriminate. I'll take an Oreo any way I can get it.
Our team of Jeff Cannon, Marty Colley, just across the stage, 14.17 pounds. You had a 5.68 largemouth. Tell me about that fish. What time of day and how'd you catch it?
10 to 4.
Okay.
About 30 minutes ago.
Wow.
Come in and jig.
Okay.
We messed up.
we found them fish yesterday. Then we went way up, and then we come back down and started catching them. We waited too long to come back down, or we'd have probably done better than what we did. We caught the two biggest ones within
last 30 minutes.
Last 30 minutes.
So you were still catching them when you had to pull the trolling motor up and come in and weigh in.
Yeah.
How many total fish you think you caught today?
Oh, man, ain't no telling.
We probably caught 4 limits.
Yeah. Today we didn't get the big bites till now.
Right. So what was the cover where this big fish was?
Trees, trash.
Great job, guys.
Before, haven't you?
A few.
Let's see what we got here. Woo, 24-23. I tell you what, that is worth kicking things off early. So let's hold some of those bad boys up. I'm going to weigh one for a Mountain Dew Big Bass. 24 pounds. We got to get the scoop on this. Because I was out on the water today for about half the day, and it's pretty tough out there overall. So 24 pounds might be hard to beat.
I hope it is.
If it is $10,000 richer here on Wheeler Lake.
I've actually won one ABT, the first one that you follow, and Danny, he wasn't fishing with me then, but he's like, man, I hope we get a $10,000 check in this one.
$10,000 check and trophy and a 517 big bass. That is a good bag of fish. Let's get a picture of those, and then let's get a picture. Let's get them turned back and get the scoop on how this went down on Wheeler Lake. Whew. Okay. So we got a little penalty here, so it's going to be 23-23 officially. Yeah, get in there with that. Great bag of fish. Kenneth said today 23 pounds is capable in there. I'm glad I didn't make a bet with him. I'd have lost. Because from what I was seeing out there, 23 pounds was a tall order today. All right, let's hear about it. So, y'all got to go. Oh, no. If we're kicking the weigh-in off early, we're going to get details here. So, obviously, it's almost July. A lot of deep fish to be caught, but you also got the grass coming back in the lake. Where are we sitting? Are we offshore? Are we catching them in the grass? Or are you going to lie to me? What are we going to do?
Nope. It was offshore on a river ledge, had some grass on it, and actually had a tree, I think, lodged on the ledge that actually held the bigger fish. But we caught them on a crankbait and a slow bumping bottom bait.
Now, hang on. You grinned really big when you said slow bumping bottom bait. So that's the one we're not going to give up. Well, then, Alan, I'm not going to talk to you. Danny, what is the slow bumping bottom bait?
Oh, it was soft plastic. Soft plastic.
Again, what was the slow bumping bottom bait? Everybody wants to know. Look, there's all these people gathered around. They're stopping in the middle of the road over this 23 pounds.
We had several soft plastic we caught fish on.
But there's one I want to know what it is.
We had 2 or 3 baits that they would bite, so it was plastic.
We're going to get to talk to y'all again here in a little bit. Change your story before you get back up here, okay?
We're a team of Alan Hayes, Danny Bishop, just across the stage, 24.23 pounds, and had a 5.17, I'm assuming largemouth. Were all your fish largemouth today?
Largemouth.
How'd you catch these fish today?
Caught them on crankbait and soft plastics.
In top water.
And, caught one on top.
I know a lot of teams were expecting, now that it's starting to get hot, get on them kind of early, catch them early. Did you guys catch them early, or did they come throughout the day?
We had a quick limit early, then we called about every hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So. What do you estimate?
About lunchtime. Then the batteries went out, and we had to come in.
Okay. Your first limit, how much you think that those weigh?
15.
Okay. So you were able to coal up throughout the day.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. Did you have to stay in one area, or did you move around?
No, we stayed within 100 yards, 100-yard stretch on the ledge.
Okay. What was the cover there?
Just grass and on the ledge itself, a little bit of wood. There was one top that was hung up there on that ledge that I think held the bigger fish.
Okay. Was this a river channel edge or creek channel edge?
River.
Okay. What was the depth you primarily kept your bait in?
12 to 15.
Okay. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Looks like some meat coming up through there. Right over here, guys. Ooh, okay. 20.65 for Sloan Pennington and Walker Brown. And Walker, I just saw you hit him. Did he not think they weighed 20? Was that the deal?
He was thinking 17, so.
Are you glad they weighed 20, Sloan?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong anyway, but this time it works out.
20.65. We're definitely going to want a picture. That's going to put you in second place. You got one that'll beat 5.37 for Mountain Dew Big Bass?
No.
All good cookie cutters. Now, I know you boys like to fish deep. Is that where most of those came from, or did y'all stay up here around Decatur?
Yeah, we stayed in Decatur and drug a jig and a worm all day. We caught a lot of fish, so, I mean, this is probably the most enjoyable tournament we've had so far.
That's awesome. That's a great bag of fish. Let's hold them up, get some pictures. We're going to show them here to Laura Ann and then to Jason. Great bag of fish for Sloan Pennington and Walker Brown. They've been on a little bit of a roll. Yeah, for sure. Tennessee River treating them well. Second place. 2 bags over 20 now. Thanks to Mr. Brown and Mr. Pennington. All cookie cutters. Great job. Great bag of fish, guys.
We're our team of Walker Brown, Sloan Pennington, just across the stage, 20.65 pounds. Tell us how you caught your fish today.
Well, we caught just about everything we weighed in on a big worm and a big jig.
What time of day did most of these bites come?
We actually caught them all day. We had a limit by probably 7 o'clock, and I think we made our last call around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Your initial limit, what do you think that may have weighed?
Our initial limit probably didn't weigh but 10, 11 pounds. We caught a lot of fish and cold throughout the day.
So it definitely paid off for you guys sticking with it, sticking to your plan, and getting bigger bites. What did it take to get the bigger bites throughout the day?
We finally just tied on a half-ounce mop jig with the biggest trailer we could find, and we still caught 2-pounders on it, but we ended up catching a few better ones.
What was the water depth where you were fishing?
From 4 to 8 feet.
What was the cover there?
Grass.
What area of the lake were you fishing?
Indicator.
Great job, guys.
Great bag of fish right here. Going to put them in the top 3. 18.65. It's like a David Allen bag of fish. That's what that looks like.
That's exactly what that was.
We're catching those offshore. I know that's what you like to do.
Oh, yeah.
18.65. Let's get a picture of those. Do we have one that'll beat 5.37 for the Mountain Dew Big Bass? Great bag of fish. Going to put Brian Dowdy and Kyle Llewellyn third place. 18.65. Wheeler showing out.
Yeah, great bags today. I'm surprised at how many bags we've got over 20 so far. We may see 4 or 5 bags.
Go right here. Yeah, I think we're going to see another 20-pound bag. And right here, well, Jason ran off. Normally we show him right there to the chair.
All right, you ready? Our team of Brian Dowdy and Kyle Llewellyn just across the stage, 18.65 pounds. Tell us how you got your fish today.
We caught them offshore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What area of the lake were you fishing?
On the lower end.
Okay. What was the water depth where these fish were?
Probably 20.
What were the baits you used to catch these fish?
Mainly hair jigs and swim baits.
Okay. Was there any particular type of cover there where these fish were holding?
Not really.
Was there bait fish there?
Yes.
Were you looking at these fish on live sonar?
Pretty much, yeah.
Did you see the fish actually eat the bait on live sonar today?
Some of them, but not most of them.
How many total fish you think you caught?
Probably 30.
Okay. Yeah. Any smallmouth?
No, none at all.
Great job.
Thank you.
On the Water live coverage is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, by Strike King, Lew's, by Garmin, and by Alabama State Parks. There's more to come. Stay with us.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now, you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Oh, looks like boneless wings are back at Jack's. And people love them so much, there's bound to be a napkin shortage. Juicy, boneless chicken wings in 3 bold, mouth-watering flavors. Try the tangy honey barbecue, that craveable sweet and spicy, or the zesty classic buffalo. What is a shirt anyway, if not one giant napkin? You'll go back to Jack for more. Jack's, all about the South.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
Pro team of John Kellett, Zeke Gossett, just crossed the stage, 16.97 pounds. You guys came into this tournament leading AOI. It's a lot of pressure. It's the last tournament of the year. It's your only opportunity to close it out. You're sitting out here in the morning. What's going through your mind before you take off?
Well, my boat broke down when we went to blast off this morning. And
now, wait a minute. The question was before you took off.
Before I took off, we just said, hey, we found some pretty fish this week practicing, and we're just going to go out there and fish, do the best we can, and let the cards lie where they fall, and just give it all we got. But
okay. So you take off, and it didn't go so well.
No, when we took off, the motor went in the limp mode. It wouldn't go over 35 miles per hour.
Started beeping at us.
Yeah, beeping. I mean, as soon as we took off. So I had to, sit down and, move out of people's way. And I took back off, and it worked. When we got down about quarter mile, and it did it again. So we were like, we need to make a decision right now. And I had my boat here, so we made it like that. We were like, we just got to go do it.
Okay. So you had a backup plan because you had your boat here. So for those out there watching, if you fish team tournaments, it's always good to have both partners' boats on hand.
Yeah, we practice separately most of the time, so we have both boats here anyways during the week. So it's always a good thing to have two boats for that reason.
Yeah, I didn't have gas in mine.
He had to run in the gas station and go get gas. But we gave everybody just an hour and a half head start this morning, but we were really upset about that because we had one really good spot for a morning spot that we felt like we could have sacked them.
We caught the biggest one there.
Yeah, we got there about 7:45, I think, this morning, and I caught a 5-pounder for 5 minutes into sitting there.
Okay.
So we missed the top water bite on it, but I caught it on a chatterbait. I'd have liked to have been there early to see what it would have been like then. So.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I think things happen for a reason. I wonder if maybe that delay may have helped you catch that fish. If you got there early and they weren't.
Talking about, I said, we got here early, we might not have got a bite. And then all of a sudden, we might just be thankful for the 5-pounder we caught. But I know Thursday morning they were sure chewing there at daylight. We had about 23 pounds in 15 minutes there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, look, the fishing seemed kind of tough when we were out. We covered on the water for quite a while. The weights are still pretty good. I know guys didn't catch as many fish as we've seen in the past here, but it seems like quality is still pretty good. It's just harder to catch them. So how did you kind of finish out your day? You started with a good one. How did you keep going and catch your limit?
We just grinded all day.
Yeah, I was about to say we caught. When he caught that one, we caught like 4 little 1-pounders, so we had like 8 or 9 pounds with a 5-pounder. So we went around for a while without a bite, and we made a rotation. We had like 4 or 5 sets of different spots we were going to rotate. And
all day.
About the last rotation, I caught a good one. I lost a good one. He lost a good one. And we caught another good one. I mean, it was happening,
Yeah.
but then we just ran out of time. So
We should have called out 2 2-pounders for a 4 and a 3 that jumped at the boat and spit it. So we could have had 19 and a half today.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of fish in very specific areas. And I don't know if it's pressure or just because it's small areas and maybe the competition for the fish isn't that great. It seems like timing is a big key right now.
Yeah, I tried to practice all this stuff down here around Decatur and south, and I caught some, but they were small, so we made a decision to go up north, and we found some off the wall stuff. I feel like a little bit deeper stuff up there. Right. A lot of people were not fishing.
Right. Pressure, basically.
Yeah,
what you said.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Now you don't get as many bites on those kind of places. Right. You're not going to catch 100, but when you do get bit, it's typically a little bit better one. And it was mainly rock and rock points and stuff, but I think we caught. Besides this biggest one, we caught on a chatterbait. It was on a real shallow point, but the other ones probably came out of 16 to 18 foot.
Yeah. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome back to Wheeler Lake. Stop 5 presented by Phoenix Boats, and it's everybody's favorite time. When you've been out there sweating and working hard all day long, it's time to hand out some hardware and hand out some checks. Kay, I know you live here in Decatur. You're proud of this facility, but we're even prouder of this fishery and what it kicked out today. What we thought was going to be a tough day turned out to be incredible.
And that just goes to show you, we only got to see about 25 to 28 teams on the water. And there were, 200 teams out there battling it out. And there's just no possible way in 4 hours that we can get to that many teams on this big of a body of water. But I say it every year, and I know people get tired of hearing it, but these are the best anglers, not just in Alabama, but throughout the Southeast and Midwest. And every year they just surprise me over and over and over. So I am very proud of the city of Decatur, very proud of this facility, but I've been more proud to close out our 10th season on the Alabama Bass Trail, and to do it here at my home lake, I'm extremely happy.
Hey, let's give Kate Donaldson and the ABT a round of applause. 10 years of the best trail in the country. I've fished a bunch of them, and this one right here is ran as good as any of them will ever be ran. Miss Kay, you do an awesome job. You ready to hand out some checks here as we close out the north, and you get to, I know you just took a vacation, but are you ready for another vacation as we wind this up? We still got one more 100 to go, but
I am. There's no rest for the weary. We've got ICAST coming up, sponsorship time, planning for 2024. There's really no rest for the weary, but these guys deserve that, and I'm thankful to be able to do it, and to say that this will put us over $6 million that we've paid out in the first 10 years of the Alabama Bass Trail is pretty dang fun. So over $6 million in winnings paid out in the Alabama Bass Trail after this event.
Incredible. And 2024 going to be our best year yet on the ABT, one of the best schedules I've ever seen. But right now, we've got some business to take care of in Decatur, Alabama. We're going to start with third place, Brian Dowdy and Kyle Llewellyn with 1865, a great bag of fish, and they are going to get paid well for it. They win $4,000 for the tournament with an extra $3,000 in contingency money from Phoenix and Garmin. Great job, guys. $7,000 payday. Not bad for catching 1865, because I bet that was pretty fun too, John.
I bet that was fun, and that's a lot of money.
Not bad for a little old Saturday in Decatur, Alabama Bass Trail.
They're going to the Chinese buffet.
They're going to the China buffet. I'm going to go with them. They may go to Jack's too. I'm going to Jack's. Going to Jack's for sure. Great job, guys. Great job. All right, in second place, one of two 20-pound stringers we saw today. They brought it in late. 2065 Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. These boys have been on a roll lately. $5,000 for their work out there on Wheeler Lake today. They were pleasantly surprised when they came in. Sloan thought they had 17 pounds. Walker had been trying to tell him all day it was more. They were both glad it was 2065. Great job.
Big checks first or what? Big checks.
All right. And if you joined us late in our weigh-in, and by late, I mean when it officially started, you missed this team weighing in. They came in early trying to take care of these Wheeler Lake bass, and they dropped a bag on the stage. Weighing in 23-23. They're going to take home $10,000. Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop cracked the code on Wheeler Lake today in event number 5 here, presented by Phoenix Boats. And they lied to me earlier, so I'm not even going to ask them again what they caught them on. Nope. You're not going to tell me this time. You've had all this time and a lie detector, and you're still not going to tell me what that bottom bait was that you were being so sneaky about?
No, because he told me I didn't have to.
Okay, the polygraph guy? Slick, Alabama Bass Council and Low Budget Live, we're doing a dual video about liars on the weigh-in stage. Great job, guys. Secret bait. $10,000. It's always a good day when you get the Happy Gilmore checks. I think they call that wire to wire when you go before the weigh-in even officially starts all the way to the end. For sure.
Leading every lap in the NASCAR race.
Yeah. And then getting to take a nap. They finished the race before everybody else. They've been in the air conditioning, eating sandwiches. Y'all got your hands full. Do y'all need me to help hold the checks or the trophies or both? Okay. Listen, I live in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. They might cash that at my bank. I'm not sure. Show up there. They'd be impressed to see that for me, I think.
That's yours, man. Really?
You get to keep it. Put it in the garage.
It'll go with that All-American checker guy.
Yes.
This one's not quite as big.
It'll look good right beside. Great job, guys.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yep. Congrats.
Thank y'all very much. Y'all do great.
Thank y'all for fishing with us.
We're going to go through the rest of that top 20.
So we're going to go, let's scroll down to 40th. Let's build up the drama here. Yeah, let's start with 40. So I know I've said it a million times, but Wheeler Lake definitely kicked them out today. 40th place, $13.71 to get paid. Ben Phillips, Cody Brandon, Bill Mayo, Walt Roberts in 39th, $13.72. David Haraway, John Gavin, $13.77 in 38th place. 37th, Drew Hicks, Wesley Webster, $13.86. 36th place, Britt Perry, Chris Hargrove, $14.06. Ron Cameron and Stephen Wood in 34th with $14.17. There's a tie there in 34th with Jeff Cannon and Marty Colley, another $14.17. Brian Shook, Thomas Shelton, $14.18 and 33rd. I still can't believe 33rd place on Wheeler Lake today was 14 pounds. Great day. Philip Harrell, Clint Gilbertson, $14.20, had them in 32nd. David Kyle, Scott Callahan, $14.25 and 31st. The Woolies, Michael Woolley and Joe Woolley, $14.41, 30th place. Seaborns, Benji and Jonathan, $14.42, 29th place. Mark Scott, Jonah Hale, $14.50 and 28th. Craig Daniel, Jackie Flack, 27th place with $15.12. Lee Hayes, Ricky Lee, $15.29. Drake Luter, Kendall Phillips, $15.31, had them in 25th place. William Darby and John Greenwood, $15.33, had them in 24th place. I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Tom Taylor, Russ Reynolds, $15.36 and 23rd. Larry Guthrie, Chuck Hinton, $15.42 and 22nd. Shane Mears and James Mears, $15.50, 21st place. Tony Keefe, Brian Gregory, $15.56, got them in 20th place. So to make the top 20 of Wheeler Lake today, $15.56. $15.59 for Chris Britton and Eric Springer, 19th place. Justin Durden, Matt Thomas, $15.77 for 18th place. Tony Harvey and Donnie Beck, 17th place, $15.81. Gary Thacker, Carter Woodall, $15.92, got them in 16th. Casey Walker, Zach Lemon, $15.99 for 15th place. Terry Pryor, Terry Mann, $16.10, 14th place. In 13th, Lakin O'Neill and John Kelly, $16.27. 12th place, Nolan Spencer, Jonathan Reese, 1655. Bradley Jones and Brooks Goza, 1658 in 11th place. Now let's call out this top 10, well earned on Wheeler Lake today. Dennis Miller, Anthony Gay, 1666. Got them in 10th place. John Kellett and Zeke Gossett, who are also going to end up being our Angler of the Year, it looks like, after a crazy, crazy day. 1697. Terry Tucker and Jeremy Green in 8th place with 1707. Anthony Vincent and William Phillips, 1723 in 7th place. James DeMoss and Nathan Brewer in 6th place with 1741. Corey McMullen, Chris Duckett, 1773 for 5th place. And Slick Johnson and Tim Hurst, 1823 in 4th place. Great job today by all of our anglers. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you. Now we got some Angler of the Year duties to give out. We gotta talk a little AOY, which I think if you ask, people like winning tournaments. They do like winning tournaments, but Angler of the Year is a test of the best. Who can catch them over 5 events, crazy conditions, and John Kellett and Zeke Gossett figured it out the best with 1,021 points. Is that going to give them the overall Angler of the Year for both divisions? I gotta consult with Miss K on that. John and Zeke started the day in one boat. They had boat issues, then they had to change boats, then they had to gas up the other boat, change all their tackle over, come back with a top 10 to win Angler of the Year. Michael Woolley and Joe Woolley in 2nd place. Mark McKegg and Tim Hurst end up in 3rd place this year in Angler of the Year. Shane Mears, James Mears in 4th place. Wesley Sams and Jordan Wiggins in 5th place. Brian Dowdy, Kyle Llewell in 6th place. Damian Willis, Tyler Cocker, 7th place. Justin Bussey and Ben Webb and Craig Daniel and Jackie Flack in our top 9. Top 9 going to go to, they're the overall champions. So give it up, Zeke Gossett. John Kellett, the overall, we give away an overall. Now, what's that going to get these guys for winning the most points out of the North and the South divisions, Kay?
Okay, they're going to get a $5,000 Angler of the Year bonus. They're going to get to fish on the Alabama Bass Trail North Division on our dime next year. They are going to get a package from Garmin valued at about $2,500. They're going to get to go to the Bass Team Championship. We're going to pay their $500 entry fee, and we're going to give them $500 travel money. So that's a pretty good package. And to know that the South has won 6 out of the 9 times on the overall Anglers of the Year. So these guys bringing it up a little bit for the North Division. They now are our 4th overall Anglers of the Year. So
representing the North, Zeke and John.
That's great. Give them some time and let them do an interview. It's got to be great. This is their first year on the Alabama Bass Trail. So congratulations to them. Good job, guys.
Great job, guys.
We do trophy presentations at the championship simply because we put their name on them. So we want to make sure that their name, their points, kind of a record of their year is on their trophy. So we don't just give out generic Angler of the Year trophies. So they'll get their trophies at the championship when they're recognized in front of the entire group, as well as when they get their jerseys for the Bass Team Championship.
That's awesome. All right, talk to me here. Let's go. We got to hear this crazy story, but for people that missed it, we start the day. Little boat trouble. And I had heard you slung an ear, but you said the boat just went into Guardian mode, the motor went into Guardian. So you come back up here, you had your boat waiting on the trailer. It wasn't gassed up, so you had to go get gas. What are you thinking when you're loading in gear, you're swapping things out, and then you got to go get gas, Zeke?
Oh, when I went to go get gas, the first 2 pumps I tried didn't work either. So it made him even more. I'm like swiping my car. I'm like, come on. But no, we finally got it back over here, and we made sure we got everything. Like, you got the net, you got this, you're going to forget something. I think I've had my jersey in his boat, and I don't know where my jersey went. I think it might be in the lake, but I don't know.
It's okay. How does it feel to win Angler of the Year? I say it all the time. No matter the trail, Angler of the Year is harder to win than individual tournaments. Y'all had a win on Smith Lake this year that helped with this, but beating this crew all year over 5 events has got to feel great.
Absolutely. That was our goal, to win all the points, and I don't know how, but it came together today. We thought there's no way. With everything that was going on today, jumped off a 4-pounder at the boat, weighed in a 2-pounder. We were like, there goes the points. somehow we held on.
One thing is for sure about you guys. I don't know you well, but that positive mental attitude, I said it on stage, you must have had a 5-gallon bucket of it, because I would have just took it to Jack's and started eating biscuits after I had to get gas in the second boat of the day.
I probably said that today. I probably said, hey, man, you want to just go put this on the trailer?
So Zeke pulled you through with some positive mental attitude today?
Yeah, until I lost that 4-pounder.
I had to pull him back into it. Come on, man. We'll get another one.
So how did you catch this bag? I know we didn't get to talk details. You had a big smallmouth. How did you catch them? I know you said you thought you found some fish a little different than what people were looking for. Had it to yourself. How did we catch them today on Wheeler to knock out this Angler of the Year?
Yeah, the big one come on a chatterbait in a spot that we've been catching them on a spook, during practice, having some big blow-ups. Trying not to catch them, taking hooks off, stuff like that. But he caught his biggest one on, what was it?
Yeah, we caught the biggest one I caught was on Demiki rig, and it was a little bit deeper rock pile stuff, kind of in a section of the river not many people probably look at. And like I was telling on the other interview, you don't get many bites on those places, but they're a little bit more untapped fish, and you can actually rotate that stuff, like let something rest and then come back. And we really wanted to get to that one spot early, but like he said on the interview too, if we would have been there earlier, we might not have caught that 5-pounder too.
That's fact, because you caught it after all the boats switch up and you got back out there. Unbelievable job. Anybody you'd like to thank?
God is good. Everything happens for a reason. I'd like to thank my family who came out here today to support me. They're standing right out here, so it was a great year.
What about you, Zeke? Awesome year. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all my personal sponsors, of course, and John's family's been awesome. My family, they've supported me ever since I was little. Me and John actually met. I work at a tackle store, and that's how we ended up meeting. And he called me one day, and I was fishing in it was like February or something. I can't remember, but John called me. He's like, "Hey, you want to fish the North?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I've always wanted to fish the Alabama Bass Trail, but I fished the Open, so I'm always afraid the schedules are going to conflict and stuff. So it's crazy to win it our first year, and hopefully we can repeat it again next year."
Well, I can tell you there are about 224 other teams that have signed up for 20 or getting ready to sign up for 24. They hope y'all don't come back. They hope you're one and done after this amazing season.
We're coming back.
We will see y'all next year. Y'all give a big round of applause to these guys. Winning Angler of the Year is one of the hardest things to do in any trail. John Kellett, Zeke Gossett. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, hanging with us. For all the sponsors, thank y'all, and we will see y'all at the championship at Weiss Lake.
Alabama Bass Trail Live, presented by Black Rifle Coffee, is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Busch Light, Bahio Sunglasses, Bill Penny Automotive, and by TH Marine. There's more straight ahead. Live
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series, presented by Black Rifle Coffee, has been brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Fish Alabama, Alabama State Parks, Amherst Federal Credit Union, by Mountain Dew, by Garmin, TH Marine, Academy Sports and Outdoors, by Jax, Bill Penny Automotive, Strike King, Luz, by Bahio Sunglasses, and by Busch Light. See more on AlabamaBassTrail.org.